Hello everyone, and welcome to episode 9 of The Evil Within 2. Boy, I almost said episode 10. Sorry, we're just taking a quick look, and my apologies to anybody who might be trying to watch on mobile. This looks like one of those episodes where we're not going to have access to those transcoding options. It just happens sometimes. Normally we have them, today we don't. Hopefully everybody will be able to continue watching. Let's go ahead and continue on. Episode 8 was a great time. I mean, I really had a lot of fun in episode 8, and I'm not even sure what it was. It just felt like everything was firing on all cylinders. We had lots of new resources and upgrades and stuff coming in. 370 parts, that's right. But I think I'm waiting on the pistol upgrade. Oh gosh, no I'm not. Not for 800. What did I think I might not have had time. We've got 370 weapon parts. I'm terrible at math. That'd be what, 340, 360? Wow, we could afford 2 shotgun upgrades. Take us from 105% up to 15%. God, that still seems so expensive though. How about for the... Just double check here. That's 1,000. Yeah, I don't think that in this game we are ever going to see the top tier upgrade on anything. I just like spreading my parts around too much. Okay, yeah, we got up to from 120 to 180 to get that extra 20%. It's not really worth it. That's too expensive, I think. Now, Shock Bolt, getting up to that is my immediate favorite, because anytime that we've got a thicket of guys, smoke bolts are one thing, and I like that. Hello to Caroluna! Carolina, I hope you've had a great week so far. We had hoped to be able to stream yesterday and got swept up in some other stuff. So, a 50% increase to this is also really good. The only trouble is that I only ever have success with this on an enemy that is unaware. And on this, we haven't fired any of these, so I don't know if I want this or not. And then there's a sniper rifle, which, again, feels very expensive relative to how frequently I use it. So, yeah, let's go with the shock bolt. I like that one. All right, and then it's... You'll notice that I haven't been using a lot of these. I mean, I guess if I was to use it on anything, it would be the sniper rifle, but we fire it so infrequently that I haven't put any upgrades into it, and therefore no weapon parts into it. Yeah, if I had 10 more things, I'd probably get that, and then maybe look at doing that next time. Because I gotta say, the sniper rifle damage upgrades, 100 here, 120 there, even 240 there, it's not that expensive, and at the end of that, you're up almost 50%, so it's worth looking into. Oh, wait, I should probably check my crafting as well. Caroluna says, so far, so good. Well, that is the way to be. Oh, that's right. We got a flamethrower last time. Haven't fired that yet, but that's okay. All right, since we just upgraded this, let's get some shock bolts and some explosive bolts for sure, because those are always in style. These, yep. That's fine. That's fine. And then the freeze bolt. We actually got some more canisters, so sure. Let's have some that we can play with if we want to. Now, medical syringes were all set. I don't feel the need to craft any of those, even though I've got 61 herbs. I don't use them very often, so the 4 that we have, I think I'm okay with. So our remaining gunpowder can be spent on, what's it, 22... Yeah. Get in there. Leave 10 so that I have enough to pick up. And yeah, that feels pretty good. Carolyn is testing out a chatty alternative, which looks very promising. I'm curious, what's it called? Now, how much goo do I have? 9,000. Okay. Normally, we try to take care of the upgrades at the end of the episode, but as of last episode, I was looking to toss over to Mia because she had just gone live, so...
Not looking so good. Let me help you.
Oh, and that's right, we can get a syringe right here. Yes, please. All right, we're up to 5. All right. Now, 9,000 goo. We've upgraded the health bar as high as it can go. This feels too vague to me. If an attack would have just barely done enough damage to kill you, you'll be okay with a small amount of health. I don't know. Yeah, not a big fan of that one. Now, this is the next thing that I feel like I'd want. Melee attacks do another 50% of damage. Yeah, I don't care so much about the kick, but that's really good. The other one that is at least promising is the, you know, the bottle break. That's been one that's been on my mind the whole time. You know, that one I affirmatively don't want. And then there's this one, health recovery speed when regenerating. Oh god, that's a really good one. You know something? I'm gonna go with this one. It's a 50% increase. It's expensive. I can afford it right now. It's one of those things where at no point in the game am I ever gonna say, oh man, my health is regenerating. I'm too much Wolverine. Hello to Dougler. Dougler, I hope that you're having a great week so far, and I'm not sure that I've had a chance to say it directly, but congratulations again on hitting your 50 followers. We've been lurking in your stream whenever possible, and yeah, I'm not gonna feel bad about those upgrades. Let's just lock that in. Trying to help get your viewer numbers up as well. Any small part we can play in hoping to get you affiliate, I want to make sure that we can assist with. Oh yeah, we didn't even have a chance to look around this room yet.
Lots of weird stuff in here. Looks like he was building something.
Maybe that machine he was talking about.
Okay. Hold look. Oh, sorry. Also, Carolyn is saying that the chatty alternative that he's looking at is called Chatterino. Well, you know, let me know what you think.
Mark of influence. Theodore's sticking his fingers in every part of this place.
It's almost like a form of communication with him.
Dougler's asking if I am Canadian enough to be Wolverine. Regrettably, no. I would love to. I do have relatives, like blood relatives, who are Canadian citizens, but I myself do not have the pleasure of belonging to a country that, as far as I can tell, well, I think that Canada's a pretty cool place. So I'm pretty sure this is how we came into this room. So I think we're gonna go with, this is Hoffman, right? I know her first name is Yukiko because that is also the name of a memorable character from Persona 4, but I think her last name is Hoffman.
So you know Theodore Wallace?
Of course. He's head of recruitment. But what's he doing in STEM? And why is he doing this?
There's a lot going on that you don't know about. Theodore wants Lily for himself. You saw what he did to O'Neill. He'll do that to everybody in here if he has to. He'll tear this place apart to get his hands on her. I can't let that happen.
I'm expecting more story here.
What is it?
I'm not totally sure. But it looks a hell of a lot like the stable field emitter. Whatever it is, O'Neill said to destroy it. So that's what I'm gonna do. And I know just how. It's me.
Sebastian, I was starting to think you forgot about me.
Have you finished arming that cookie dough of yours?
I have. Looking for an excuse to use it too.
Good. I'm sending you my coordinates. Bring the big guns. We're going hunting.
Got it. I'm already gone. See you soon.
I'm almost ready over here. Let me know when you're good to go.
Okay. I mean, as far as I know, we're good. I can go back and save so that we don't have to look at that cutscene again. Dougler is also saying that he froze after asking his last question. Dougler, part of that might be that for this episode, we don't have the transcoding options here on Twitch, which means that the only viewing option is 1080p. It doesn't happen often. It does happen from time to time, and short of like trying to restart the stream multiple times, and I think generally messing people up with multiple going live notifications, it's gonna be the way that it is. I'm really sorry about that if that's what it turns out to be. As far as I can tell, we're ready to go.
Tell me something, Torres.
Oh, hello.
So you knew Hoffman before this?
Everybody knows Hoffman. You don't get into Mobius without passing through her office.
Can she be trusted?
I might have said no before, but nothing like being abandoned by your corporate masters to make you rethink your position. She's trapped in here like the rest of us.
So you're not sure?
Yeah, she's not bad. Just a bit of a cold fish. I have trouble completely trusting people who look at me like I'm something in a petri dish.
No, wait, Hoffman is like directly over my shoulder, right? Am I wrong? That's Hoffman, right? Oh, I wish I could ask her last name, because now I'm slightly confused. It just seems a little bit weird that we're openly having a conversation while she stands 3 feet over my shoulder.
I don't know what's gonna happen when we blow this thing up.
Me either. But at least we're being proactive.
I don't think we're gonna convince Theodore to leave Lily alone. He doesn't seem like the kind of guy who can be talked into doing the right thing.
So you're giving me orders to shoot on sight?
I'm just saying be prepared for anything. You can't predict what's gonna happen in this place. No offense, but how did someone as smart and headstrong as you wind up in an organization like Mobius?
I was a demolitions expert in the army. They loaned me out to Mobius for some Black Ops stuff. Once my term was up, they came knocking.
And you just joined up like that?
They were pretty good salesmen. They don't tell you everything when you sign up. I was tasked with some things that I'm not proud of. They expect you to follow blindly, and if you disobey, when Myra offered me the opportunity to get out, I had to take it. I've still got some morals left, despite the things that I've had to do.
I will say, I'm trying to remember the name of the mercenary here. Either within this game, I can't remember if I shared this last time, either within this game, we are going to learn more information about what dark things that she did in her past that she feels super bad about, or her character feels a lot like she was set up to be DLC or sequel content. Because of all the characters that we've met, she keeps alluding to all of these other things that she's done and all of these other specialties that she has acquired over the years, and it just feels like there's more attention paid. Like, here's another thing. Yukiko back there, her character model seems slightly unfinished to me. It's just kind of a little bit rough relative to every other character that we've seen. Let me hit this button, because I'm sure that we'll have more time to talk about it.
Is that enough to take care of this thing?
Like 10 times over. And it's ready to go when you are.
As far as I know, we're ready to go. I have ammunition, I have upgrades, we've saved it.
I'm good to go.
I'm going to check out the equipment in the other room. Good luck, you two. Okay, here we go. Operation Kick Ass happening in 3,
Wait, we're not...
2, 1.
Are you okay, Torres?
I don't understand why blowing that up directly in our own faces.
Sebastian Castellanos, you refused to step into the darkness. So you tried to bring me to the light. Your rash decisions have always been your downfall. Come then, I await you. You want to find your beloved daughter? Go there. See if it's everything you dreamt of.
Oh God. Lily? You're here.
Oh, I hear something. Crap. All right. Well, we'll go along as if and try to conserve ammo, because who knows the next time that we're going to be able to do anything about it. Dougler does say that everything seems good now. Yeah, no, sorry. Setting off some sort of pyrotechnic explosion while you stand a solid, 7 feet away, not behind anything, just standing right there looking directly at it. I semi-doubt suddenly all of the accolades that she was awarding herself about her deep well of military and demolitions knowledge. They're more careful on episodes of Mythbusters. They're more careful on episodes of Ghost Hunters than that. Okay, and look at that. Have we seen a giant walking corpse pile before? I don't remember that. Seems like that would stick in the memory. Also, oh yeah, gosh, this is the first episode we've done since Halloween. Our last episode was on Halloween. Yesterday was November 1st. We are now into November 2nd. I think I brought up previously that a quiet goal, a gentle goal, had been to play through this and complete it in the month of October. Turns out that this game is meaty enough and the schedule sophisticated enough that we weren't able to do that, but that's not a problem. I am still having a very good time with this, and it's one of those games where I definitely want to see it through to the end, but that is very different from saying that I am anxious for it to end. Alright, I don't know. I mean, I have a vague sense on where he's turning. Oh, he's got an axe as well. I would like to have that. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Don't turn around. Dougler saying that we have seen a raw head of ladies. True. This one looks a bit different. Can I sniper rifle my way towards a better view of this thing? Yeah, this does not look like something that I've seen before. Apocalypse with some, I don't know, pustules on him? Switch back to shotgun for now, just in case something tries to grab me. Killen says this seems like a great time to put the food on. Hey, no time like the present. If you put the food on now, during the blood and gore fest, your appetite won't be so much. You'll eat less, feel worse, associate food less with having a good time. Seems like it works out. This is true. This is an actual true thing. When I used to work the night shift, because it was like there was so much to get done. Oh, I straight up can't go further this way. Okay. Because there was so much to get done in so little time, in order to get the most out of my breaks, I used to, for my breaks, I would have a small box of Cheez-Its, like the smallest little box of Cheez-Its that we sold at the place that I work, and then a thing of quick chocolate milk. And the combination of those two things would make me so sick to my stomach that I wouldn't want to eat anything for the rest of the shift. This is not a good idea. I do not recommend this. But it was one way to sort of like just not be bothered by the fact that I needed to run around and do all this work. And yeah. Oh, yes. Yeah, handgun ammo pouch. That's great. Hello to Blobbity Blah. Douglas says it looks more like a flesh golem. Yeah, and specifically, like, the glowing parts on its torso look like they might be weak points, that if you shoot them all with some sort of precision, you'll do okay. The trouble with that is the word precision. Oh. Okay. No. Okay. That's okay, that's okay, that's okay, you didn't see me. Now, I think he's dropping an axe. He did. So I have a free axe I could use if I wanted. Now, I think it was jab. Let's stop and see which way she turns. I think it was Jab who posited that if you don't use an axe like that, it's wasted. Well, I mean, not really, because it's sitting there. I don't wind up using it. But is it wasted? I could have axed her, but it would have been effectively the same amount of effort as what I did, and now we've got 2 axes on the ground. So, that raises the possibility of going to the flesh golem and axing it, coming back, axing it a second time, coming back, axing it a third time. Here's the... Oh, I didn't get the goo. Here's the problem with that theory. Finding my way back here, because I can't set a waypoint marker here in the bottomless pit. Carolina says, I think not being sick to my stomach would be a good thing while at work. Not being sick to the stomach in general is a good thing, I think. Oh, yeah, I generally prefer that. But it was an effective way to take my mind off of the fact that I had no access to good food. Shit. Okay. Now, see this? No, hit him! Okay. Didn't mean to whiff that first one. But now, see, that is a good use of an axe, because I don't have to fire any bullets, and I don't have to kite that guy around until I can find a way out. So, we are headed that way towards Lily's voice. Or, sorry, we're supposed to go that way. In reality, I'm going to go any other way to see if there's any other stuff to pick up. And also, Blah says, I could not stand lunch with colleagues because I just don't want to talk about work during my work break. Yeah, I gotta say that I personally tend to be more of a... I like eating with friends. I like eating with family. Eating with coworkers, I feel like we spend so much time working together that it's okay to just have some time where they can be their own selves and I can be my own self. It's not that I don't like them or their company. It's just seeking opportunities to just give them some space to sort of decompress and so forth. Some people like to be, you know, very social eaters, like they want to like spend time, and I'm cool with that as well. But I'm comfortable dining on my own. Yeah. Okay, we're headed in the right direction. I don't see any value in punching Flesh Golem. Eating with coworkers is fine. It's talking about work in unpaid time that gets to me. Oh, yeah. I've talked at some points about periods in my life when I was in an education program to, you know, basically learn to be a teacher. And I, you know, at the age that I was teaching, the kids were super excited to have a teacher or a student teacher, you know, come and eat lunch with them. And at one point I asked, like, you know, what they thought of school or whatever had happened. They were like, come on. You know, don't talk about school. Like, we were in school for sure, but they were like, nah, don't do that. And I learned my lesson from there. I also learned that I had very little to talk about with kids of that age, which is when I started, like, you know, I started learning more about what they like to watch, what movies they had seen, and so forth. No, that's just a shine on the light. I don't need to go over there. So that I would have more to talk to them about. Okay, and we can't go over there. Douglas says, so if it's a flesh golem, there are 3 ways to deal with it. First is destroying its chem, either words etched into its forehead or some words hidden inside its head. The second way is to use enough force to break, and the third is just run. Yeah, I think run is the way that I'm going to go with. Also, is that like a Full Metal Alchemist thing? I don't know why that would be the anime that comes to mind, but it sounds Full Metal Alchemist-y. Oh god. It's just made of boils. Oh, he just turned right around. Alright, we might have to open this, deal with him to open this door, because... Oh no, wait, look at this. This may not work out the way that I'd hoped. Stop. B. Oh, the fuck? Okay. I wasn't expecting him to... How far back did that set us? Oh, I think this might be the beginning of the zone.
I'm over here, Dad. I'm over here.
Oh, man. There were no golems in Full Metal Alchemist, but there was a part with a void filled with blood. Oh, was there? I've never actually seen... Yeah. Boy, that reset everything. Ooh. So, that begs the question, like, to what extent are we going to try to deal with these guys at all? I mean, like, if I methodically kill every guy here... And then that guy just gets close enough to give Sebastian a big hug, and he's instantly killed, so we have to do this again and again. Then again, if we don't thin out the herd, then they all come down on us. So, you have to figure this out. Also, using an axe, it's not gonna fly. If that guy can do, like, I'm not at full health, but I've got a good amount of health, and if that guy was able to kill Sebastian in a single... blurst. Okay. I just want to kill her. All right. Dougler says the chem can be parchment, vellum, or any other type of writing substance. The words in the head. Oh, that was Carolina. And then Douglas says, oh yeah, it's in Disworld 2. Carolina says, if you throw the axe, it'll fly. And blah, blah, blah says, oh, that's, I get it, because I said it's not going to fly. And blah, blah, blah says, from what I've heard, it's a parchment that's in the golem's mouth. I know that in the cartoon series Gargoyles, there was one episode that was about a golem, and yeah, it was specifically I think the golem got instructions in its mouth, like written on a parchment that was inserted into the mouth, and then it would know what to do. I think that's what it was. I probably should not accept all of my folklore and mysticism from a cartoon series that was like aired by Disney and Touchstone, but what is disappointing to me is that it felt like we found a lot of stuff before I got killed by the golem. And now I doubt my ability to find all of it again. Oh, this really goes on a ways, doesn't it? And the fun thing is I don't see anything over here worth pursuing. All right. Oh, Disc World. Got it. Not Disworld. I'll tell you this, before I fight Golem, I think I might take a second or a stim pack. Because I don't know if it can always kill you in one hit, or if that was just enough to kill me. You know this, I don't want to spend this entire episode in this charnel house. I'm waiting for him to turn back the other way. I'm going to go right around the pillar and then try to come up behind him. I just don't want him to see me when he turns. Nope. Okay, yep, here's the weapon parts that I found. And we found the pouch. The pouch is arguably the most important thing to find in here because it's a permanent upgrade to the amount of handgun bullets that you can carry. And unlike the upgrades to the... What's the phrase I'm thinking of? Unlike the upgrades to the clip capacity, that is also a de facto increase. Okay, So... Part of me wants to... Alright, something else is arguing over here. And I see some gunpowder over there as well. Part of me wants to see if I can get a sneak attack on the golem, because that would be a large amount of free damage. I don't think it would kill it. But on the other hand, if it turns around and just goes blurst, then I die. So it doesn't seem like a great choice. I think this area is actually useful to hunt by sound. Oh, she is facing this direction. And there's somebody over here. Hello to Azaric! Azaric, today went pretty well. I was able to, I hope, diffuse what seemed like a pretty tense situation at work. So that felt good to, you know, find a way that seemed to set everybody at ease. All right. So if I can, yeah, he dropped an axe as well. If I can deal with the lady that's there in front of the door without attracting. See, why does Flesh Golem go all the way over there? Like, I feel like I'd have plenty of time to turn the wheel right now. I'm not going to risk it, because I made that mistake once before. Wait, did you seriously drop nothing? She dropped nothing. Oh, wait, here it is. I don't know why it gooed over there. I mean... One option is wait for it to wander all the way over there and then try it, but I think that considering how badly that worked last... Oh, I didn't realize I was at 0 sniper rifle bullets. Alright, well, harpoon bolt it is. Hold on. Not harpoon bolt it is. So yeah, those red glowing bits, I feel like that's where it's most vulnerable. Alternatively, maybe that'll do nothing. Uh-oh. Please don't fucking kill me again. Oh, that kills it. Wow, I could have saved myself a couple harpoon bolts. Well, live and learn. With the emphasis on learn. Because now the next time that we see one of those things, well, I won't waste any ammo on it. Alright. I guess on the upside, we're ready to go. So, Cara Luna is really enjoying Chatterino. So, if I can ask Cara Luna, what do you like about it? What is better than Chatty? Douglas says, I have all the Nanny, or I have Nanny Ogg's cookbook. And then Carolina says, is that a real thing? Which I guess is that from a Discworld thing? As we're saying hello to Dougler. Dougler's saying, if you'd like, I could put them in a goop. I'll leave that unstated. That's perfectly fine with me, but I won't say it aloud. Dougler's saying, so poke and run. Yes. Yeah, I think it's just attract its attention and then make sure that you have sufficient stamina to sprint away when it decides to go, critical mass. You can hear the controller tapping here as I go. Okay. Hopefully that is a checkpoint. Tricycle. Yeah, I guess I sort of thought that when it blursted, what it was doing was just like popping one of the... Okay. popping one of the boils on it that caused a lot of damage, but didn't kill it. Like maybe like sprayed acid all over Sebastian or something. I wasn't thinking that the whole thing went up. Okay. I don't know if I can get out of its view. Yeah, when they come up out of the blood, it takes them a second to sort of get their faculties about them so you can get away. And I do have an axe. She has an axe. It's a straight 1-for-1 if I choose to take advantage of it. So Carolina doesn't think that Chatterino is Java-based. I'm only scratching the surface so far. Customizations and setup looks pretty deep. And Dougler is confirming that Nanny Ogg's cookbook is a real thing. All right, so here's a whole bunch of dudes. Now, if I could get these 3 or 4 guys all together, that would be a great opportunity for us to use the new shock bolt. Let me equip that, have it ready. Okay, I am being seen, so I'd like to... Okay. Oh, nuts. It's another blurster. Okay, well, again, if we can get all these guys together for a big party, maybe he'll take out his friends, too! Oh, shit. Oh, no. Wait! Did I survive that? I think I did. I think I was in an... Hold on. Hold on. I don't know why any of that worked. Alright, I don't have enough space to... So here's what I think happened. I think I was in a grapple animation, so when the blurster blursted, it didn't actually hurt me, which is fine. That is fine. All right, can I get... Hold on, lady, can you just follow me over here for a second? Sir, I would like to get the 2 of you together if possible. Yeah, just like that. Thank you. Figure as long as I'm gonna shock one of them... Uh-oh. Oh, man. Lady, where were you a second ago? You don't want to fire any ammunition at her. Again, I do not know the next time I'm going to have access to a bench or whatever, so every enemy that I can kill without firing a shot leaves more ammunition for the next thing that I am going to shoot at. So I'd rather be a little bit patient and a lot of bit prudent. Oh man, she is on the lookout. You know what happens every single time? Every single time I try to come up on an enemy that is semi-activated like this, they always turn around and get me. So I'm probably not waiting long enough. Oh boy, she is hauling. All right, look left and right. Don't turn around. All right, let me try to head back to where there's been a lot of death, and I have not collected the goo for it, and I'm concerned that I won't be able to find it. Yeah, I also don't want to leave anything behind. Also, I'm concerned that something that I pick up, like that document, might prove to be the thing that, exits this area. Let's risk it, though. What is freedom? It is a word and a concept rife with individual meaning, yet utterly meaningless in the scope of time and space. We're comprised of atoms. Each atom has a central nucleus that is orbited by electrons. The space between these elements is vast. We are mostly made of nothing. A hard fact to accept, but there is power in this knowledge. There's opportunity in acquiescence. There's strength in surrender. As long as you are willing to submit to freedom. Sounds fucking stupid to me. That sounds to me like faux philosophy. That's something that, you know, I don't know, somebody who read Immanuel Kant said, like, you know, oh, now I am a philosopher. We're all made of stardust and ghosts, man. Blah 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 asked if that was a face on her back. Also, because there were other comments. Douglas says of Nanny Ogg's cookbook, her special Bananarama surprise had some of the special removed. Oh boy, what was it originally? Made of fentanyl or something? And they had to like comb it down for public consumption. Douglas still wants to make something of it. You know, Dougler, I have talked for years about. I have learned to cook various dishes, and the trouble is the knowledge never sticks. There was a period in my life when I was capable of making a really good omelet. Like I would serve the omelet, and whoever I served it to would say, "This is absolutely fantastic. Make more of these. I want more." Like not in a like being polite, but hey, can you do another omelet? And the trouble is that like 4 or 5 days later, the answer was no. I would forget. Like I would put all of this effort into learning, and then the knowledge wouldn't actually continue with me, which is a little bit frustrating. However, I've often thought in my life about like doing my own personal project, and I feel like a lot of people actually did this at the start of the COVID-19 pandemic. Like, well, I'm gonna be at home for a while. I'm gonna learn how to make bread. And that was like a thing that was happening on YouTube and Twitter for a while. Like people making different breads, and how do I make sourdough, and do I want to climb up here? I don't know. There's like a block. See anything else that I'd want up here? Now, at no point in the COVID-19 pandemic have I been at home. I've been in the office and continuing to do my job all the way through, which I say not with pride, but with necessity. It just was not feasible for me to do what I needed to do from home. And if I go in, it allows a lot of other people to continue working from home and to be safe doing it. So that was the way that went, and I'm okay with it. However, if I was to be at home for a period in time, I do think that it would be fun to get like is Betty Crocker still a thing? Get like a starter's cookbook and just work from one end of it to the other. You know, start at the like 100% I have to go through that door, right? Is that?
Over here, Dad. Hurry.
Yeah. Just make sure, because like I don't think that I checked out this cabinetry yet. So, but yeah, Blah 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 was asking, was that a face on her back? A, possibly, but B, I did not see it. So I apologize for not knowing the answer to that. It very well might have been. Just check out everything that isn't this flooded, bloody bedroom. I don't see anything else. The only thing that haunts me is the idea of missing another, like there's another pouch in here. Or one of those collectible figures. Like, remember when we found the Vault Head? Sorry, the Vault Boy bobblehead and then the Doom Guy figurine? That was pretty cool. Alright, so do I walk through the door? Or is it just freestander? Yeah, it's just there. Hello to Moo, who says, lurking and working, love you all. Moo, hold on. I hope you're having a good week. I had fun watching Alan Wake last night.
Mom never gave up. Not like you. She tried to tell you. But you were too stupid to listen.
No, this isn't right.
Myra succeeded where you failed. You refused to listen. You lost them both, and then became lost yourself.
You know anything about me?
Myra understood that goals can be achieved by submission, by joining.
What?
Why was you there when I needed you?
Oh boy. Thank God they have such terrible vision here. Because she came right up on me and should have had me flat. This, you know that, remember the, in the upgrade tree, there was that Predator upgrade that allowed you to, like, rapidly close distance and get a stealth kill? That would be awesome in this specific sequence. Here's the reason I don't have it. Not having it, I'm still doing okay with the stealth kills. It's not 100%. You saw me fire off a shock arrow, but on the whole, yeah, I can see that I have a thing to lock onto. Yes, no, I'm glad that Moo heard, Alan Wake was a lot of fun yesterday, and I'm just glad that she heard me say that and is aware of it, because I have been a big proponent of that playthrough and Moo seeing it all the way through to the end. And I just hope that she also returns to Control afterwards, because it then expands on the story of Alan Wake with one of the DLC packs, and hopefully that fact is not too much of a spoiler. I mean, it's the DLC pack is named after Alan Wake, so hopefully it's not. Get her! Oh boy! Oh fudge! Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. I'm actually gonna pop a syringe, even though I'm not at full health, because I really don't want to die. Fuck me. I don't know if I get a stomp attack on this thing, but okay, fine. Then I get a shotgun attack. It all works out. Wow, is it really dead from that? I don't think I've ever killed one in 2 shotgun hits. And there's a shock bolt. Okay, I'm good with it. Moo says, I hadn't noticed being such a proponent of me finishing Alan Wake. Has anyone else noticed? Also, this lurking thing isn't going well. Stop being so entertaining. And hello to blah 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 and Azaric. Let me just make sure, because I'm slightly worried. There were some comments about like it being very difficult to work from home. Dougler was saying it's hard to work retail from home. Yeah, that is very true. And I think that brings us mostly up to date. I am reading along as we go. Dougler was saying it's cat dog with people. Yeah, it's kind of like a reverse human centipede, where they are not attached end to end, but rather in the middle. See, I've at this point very much lost track of where I have and have not been. So one of Mia's watch parties, the one taking place on Sundays, has been the first season of Wayward Pines, which was a... So here's the interesting thing about Wayward Pines, and to say this is not a spoiler, it is simply the way that the series was made. Wayward Pines was based on a trilogy of books, and it was adapted to be a limited-run television series that would take place over 10 episodes, and in those 10 episodes, it was going to basically present a complete vision of what had happened in those 3 books. And if you watch the first season of Wayward Pines, it is a tight, entertaining, and well-made series with a lot of very good performances. Like, it's not Breaking Bad. Don't misunderstand. This was a Fox television series. I think it probably aired on Friday nights. The network did not have a ton of confidence in it, but it is well made, it has good production values, and I enjoy it for a variety of reasons that, if I go too far into, might present a spoiler. But here's the thing about Wayward Pines. Even though I don't know that it did especially well, like, it's not like you can go and ask a bunch of people, hey, did you watch Wayward Pines? And they all know what you're talking about. After this limited run 10-episode thing was done, they sort of left in a hook for a second season, which was then greenlit. And the reason that you're hearing that with a little bit of incredulity is that they didn't sign on any of the actors for a second season. Everybody was only in there for a single season. So I think I'm going to try to go with a thing here. So they decided to make a second season of a television series without anyone in their principal cast. Okay, I don't think that that was as effective. Be dead? Okay. Also, I mean, the first season was written in its entirety around what is in these books and how are we going to, just get this reloaded. What's in the books? What do we want to focus on? What would make for 10 episodes of entertaining television? But they sort of like did all of that content. So very much like the last couple seasons of Game of Thrones was just fan fiction as far as I know, and is just the television writers doing whatever they think that they might want to do. And also, my understanding was very poorly received. Shoot. Okay. So is the second season of Wayward Pines, which brings me to why I'm saying any of this. If somebody were to watch Wayward Pines, I would probably highly recommend watching the first season, then understanding that it is not worth continuing after that point. Douglas said, how far did you get Sunday? No. We did not get to season 2. And furthermore, I don't think that Mia intends to show season 2. I've shared this same information with her. And basically, after the roller coaster that was Twin Peaks, I think that what she wants to do is to leave Wayward Pines. Sorry, just making sure that we get this done. Leave Wayward Pines in a positive space, and to say this is a single season of television. Going beyond that doesn't benefit anyone, so we are going to probably call it quits at the end of season 1. Now that said, season 1 does end in a position where you might look at it. Wow, 3 of 3 Warden crossbow upgrades. It's another lucrative session. You know, maybe she will feel so enticed by the ending of season 1 that she'll want to go forward. I've just primed her to say, I tapped out on season 2 quickly because I did not feel like it was very well made. The last season 2 writers got hired onto something else and they wanted to write for it, so they rushed and half-assed the last season. I am unsurprised to hear that. Sorry. That combined with... So I don't think that's a face on the back. I think it's just sort of like a big knotted, like muscular snarl, like a big bunch of scar tissue or something. All right, I have 11,000 goo that we've gotten by sort of methodically killing everything around here. But yeah, so Wayward Pines is not Twin Peaks, but it is heavily inspired by Twin Peaks. Uh-oh. Okay, run laterally, because these things like to dash. They're like alligators. They're very... Oops. Don't be there! Okay. I would very much enjoy having some distance from this thing, because if I can, a harpoon bolt is fairly inexpensive and will do a lot of damage. Oh, Douglas was saying for Game of Thrones that was. And then blah 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 says, I think we needed to take a look at a naked woman zombie body. It was different. And then asked, does Angel fight alligators a lot? No, I would very happily live my entire life without ever once encountering an alligator. But I do know that if I do encounter one, you sort of want to run perpendicular. Shit. Because they... Shit! Okay. The sound is playing tricks on me. I thought I heard something right behind me. Okay, see, it did its dash attack. Fuck. Alright, I really don't want to die in here. I'll pop a health syringe. Yeah, this is why I don't want to fight these things. Okay. Fuck. Oh, no, that... Okay, it was dying. Alright. Well, I can live with that. Sure. I mean, 15 weapon parts, I'll take those. Yeah, no, if I saw an alligator, I would feel very much about it like the way that I do with a skunk. Just move away from it as quickly as possible. That said, alligators, as I understand it, can move very quickly in sort of like a straight ahead, but they're not very good at sort of like tracking lateral movement. Do not test this, by the way. Do not decide, oh, Angel has now taught me how to fight, how to encounter alligators safely. Don't pay any attention to anything that I say. Okay, if you just want to stand there for a second, that's cool. Yeah, no, I have a pretty hard and fast rule about not hanging out with things that could kill me by accident. So, no moose, no bear, no alligator, like no lion. They don't even have to intend to kill you. They could just say, hey man, cut it out. Like, they could just like, hey, quit it. And they just sort of like tap you and you die. Because to them, one bear tapping another is sufficient force to tear your face off. So just stay the fuck away from bears. Okay. Alright. Fuck these guys. Fuck. In what world can this thing see me right now? Alright, I don't know why I'm screwing around. Alright, some sort of... Either these guys are weaker than they are out in the wild, or I have done something to upgrade the shotgun. Because I've never killed one of these things in 2 shotgun blasts before. Moo wants an ad quote. I really do want to go through it, because I think that Moo picks out some nice quotes. Alright. Is there anything else to get? It's the Warden crossbow upgrade of it all. Like, finding that pouch, it makes me very hesitant to leave, and there's not a lot of landmarks to know where I haven't been. Just stay still for 1 second. Okay, but don't. Probably also could have just used an axe. Since he had one. Yeah, I know exactly where to go. I'm choosing not to go there. Neither am I because these guys are not infinite, so I'm not just grinding endlessly. I'm trying to make sure that I've gotten all the upgrades, and if I get a little bit more goo as we go, that's fine. Yep, there's Lily's gravestone. Oh, hello to Force! Douglas says, if a predator is so full they won't care about you at all, but a deer wants to kick your ass, it's going to. Oh, yeah, no, I also do not want to get kicked by a horse or a deer or an antelope or any one of those things. They've got very, very strong legs. Don't misunderstand. I'm not afraid of nature. We've gone camping. I've gone camping many, many, many times in my life. I'm just saying, don't fuck with nature, because you're a guest there. That's where they live. That's their house. And if they don't like what you're doing, they can make you very, very unhappy. So just be respectful in their house. You give them their space. Put your bear bag up in the tree so that they can't just rifle through it and they don't have a reason to visit your campsite. And also, it's just now occurring to me that if somebody doesn't know what a bear bag is, they might say, wait, bears climb trees, why would you put it in a tree? No, it is suspending it from a rope up high, so it's out of reach and not particularly accessible, and preferably not smellable. All right. Yeah. Well, it turned around, but it's got a face on both ends, so... I've got a lot more gun bullets than I have shotgun shells. Is it better to do this? I'm thinking about dropping another syringe. Are you dead? All right, it's not moving. Moo is taking notes. Yeah, Douglas says it's a bag that holds your food, and specifically, like, holds it in a position where it's not going to entice bears, you know, raccoons that may or may not, you know, have rabies or anything like that. Anything from coming and investigating your campsite. So you want to keep things that, like, smell yummy to animals, and frankly, don't bring those at all. Yeah, see, like, look at this. Gunpowder, goo... Alright, I'm very much ready to leave this area. I feel like this is supposed to be like a tense story beat, and instead just the way that it's structured has inspired me to be extremely slow and methodical. Like, Sebastian's so close to reuniting with his daughter. She's just over there. I can hear her voice. All I have to do is follow the signal, and then it's me at the controls. So instead, we're just going to, like, examine absolutely everything in the entire world before going to reunite with his kid. Oh, hello to Patikin and everybody raiding over. Patikin, I hope that you had a fantastic stream. Hello to everybody coming over. The World of the Evil Within 2, which we're playing on PC, is not typically quite so dismal and dank, but we're doing a story beat here, which has involved a lot of stealth and picking up a lot of upgrade options. And I'm feeling pretty good about our time down here, but I hope you guys had a great time watching Patikin's stream. Now, Patikin, today was... Oh, and Patikin just resubscribed. Patikin, that's fantastic. Thank you so much. Patikin, I hope you had a very good time with the last campfire. I have been hesitant to see too much of it because I would like to play it myself, but I hope that the people watching your stream are having as good a time as I imagine that I would have. Good stream. The game is so good. That's awesome, Patikin. Hold on.
Now you come. When it's too late, you're always too late.
We might get some more story beats here, so I'm going to be a little bit quiet as we go. Patikin says that he's also heading for 100% completion.
After all this, you still
do. I need to find her.
Fine. Then come to me.
I hope it doesn't dump directly into boss battle.
Lily? Is it really you? Lily. No. Lily.
There she is. Your precious daughter. Isn't this what you wanted?
Dad? You let this happen to me. Why didn't you save me?
No. Please. I couldn't. I wanted to.
You are doomed to repeat the mistakes of the past. Unless you join me. Do that, and I can make your dreams come true. Together we can take Lily from Myra. Once I have the power of the core, you will be truly free.
No.
It will take more than bullets to stop me. Will you never learn?
Oh!
You shot me. Sebastian, why?
No. No.
Come on, man. Let's get you out of here. You can't let him get to you. You gotta give that son of a bitch some payback.
Sebastian? What's wrong? Are you all right? You've been working too hard. It's making you delirious.
Myra? Torres, where? I'm home. How did I?
Sorry. So Douglas was asking, who did we shoot? So that was Torres, who is one of his allies, and you know was aiming at shooting Father Fire. I don't remember his name right now. And that just really got me because it was so sudden, and like she's so recognizable. And oh, hold on, I really want to look at these. Real okay. Sorry, just posing for your wedding picture with guns out, I guess is a look. I guess you can go with that if you want. People have their hobbies. It's not for me, but
Lily's room. Just the way it used to be.
This is a Hey
I
Arnold
wish it
room.
had stayed.
Oh, okay, cool. Photographic slide. I think we have more than one. I think, by the way, I don't think that we had time to look at it last time, but I think we forgot to look at that before. But yeah, Hey Arnold lives in sort of like a loft place with like a skylight and stuff. Also, why is that dark? Is there a shade over it on the outside? That's weird. Blah blah says, oh yeah, no, sorry, blah blah, thank you for reminding me. Yeah, she got shot in the stomach and then proceeded to pick up the guy who shot her and carry him out to whatever this is. Like, got him out of that hellhole with a bullet wound in her torso and fighting off all of the menaces that were coming for them.
Lily's drawings. God, I hope she still has some of that innocence after all this.
She is absolutely a legend. Oh man, look at this space. I'd love to have like a study like this. If I had a space like this, I probably would set up a way to work from home, because this would be a super nice area. You feel like you've seen this before, but can't quite put your finger on when or where that was. At any rate, it looks pretty cool, so you decide to keep it in your room. Is this a Skyrim thing? What are the Dragon Ouroboros? Is that a Skyrim thing? Because otherwise, I don't recognize this as being a Bethesda product. Wow, blah 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 forgot about Hey Arnold. Really? Because I think about Hey Arnold at least 3 times a day.
I buried myself in work so hard. If I could only get some of that time back, I'd spend it with them.
Yeah, if anybody doesn't know, Hey Arnold was a Nickelodeon cartoon series that aired in the United States. It was made by a guy named Craig Bartlett. And it was about a kid and his group of friends that sort of lived in this inner city. I saw which way she went. I'm going to search the rest of the house, though. Maybe I won't, because that looks like a whole new area. I hope I didn't miss out on family fun. Oh, it's like her little baby feet inside of his hands. Okay. I was like, who takes a picture of... But then I sort of looked at it and understood.
Myra. What an incredible woman. She really could do it all. No wonder she was able to infiltrate Mobius. Once she set her mind to something, she wouldn't stop. Not like me.
So earlier, Force had said that she's going to save a ton of heat by being in the middle apartment, and now she's clarifying it is so freaking hot in her apartment. Yeah, aside from... See, I like that picture. That's a nice picture. I do like the fact that he looks younger, and that he doesn't just look like he's from the first game. And then what's this other picture down here? Yeah, see, that's nice. Alright, let's read this document, and then I bet we go into the backyard.
Myra's last communication. It was hidden with her files. It sounded so crazy at the time. But I should have believed her.
My dearest Sebastian, if you've received this letter, then I fear the worst has come to pass. It means that my investigation got too close to the truth. It means that you may never see me again. I'm sorry I kept it from you, but it was to protect you from either the truth or my madness. I've enclosed a copy of my files. I only hope that you never receive them, but if you do, it's up to you to finish what I started. Please, find justice for Lily, and for me. I love you with all of my heart, Myra. I'm so sorry, Sebastian. You've endured so much. All this time, all alone.
It's my fault. You tried to tell me. But I didn't believe you. And now I'm so messed up. I'm talking to an hallucination. I failed you. I couldn't save Lily from the fire. I failed everyone.
That's not true, Sebastian. There was no fire to save her from. You know this now.
But I couldn't protect her.
How could you? Mobius are a force of nature. What you're doing, it's like blaming yourself for an earthquake. It wasn't your fault. You have to stop torturing yourself. You're a good man, Sebastian. That's why I married you. And this time, you can save her. There are too many forces against you. You have to stay strong. Don't let the past defeat you. I forgive you. And Lily will too. But the most important thing is that you forgive yourself.
Forgive yourself. She's right. She's always been right. Theodore uses my own guilt against me. But guilt for what? It's their fault, not mine. They took everything from me. I didn't start any of this. But I'm gonna finish it. And God help anybody that stands in my way.
Just a second.
Wake up, Sebastian!
What? Hoffman? What happened?
She brought you here. I'm sorry, Sebastian. I tried to save her, but
No. I shot her.
the bullet wound was superficial. She died from injuries sustained in a battle with those things.
Damn it. She didn't have to die like that. She was a good soldier. She just wanted to save Lily. And now she's dead.
No, Sebastian. It's not your fault. Don't let him do this to you.
You're right. That goddamn son of a bitch. This is what he wants. Trying to make me feel guilty. But he's the one who did this. Not me. He's the guilty one. Okay. It's time to clean house. I've just gotta find Theodore.
That's not the problem. Destroying Liam's machine worked. Theodore's out there in the open now. The problem is getting to him.
What do you mean?
I picked this up on the exterior surveillance system cameras. Have a look. Theodore's stronghold appeared in the middle of Union, but it's surrounded by what looks like a massive wall of fire.
Shit. I won't be able to get through it.
I think that there may be a way. I found a device in Liam's equipment room that should be able to help.
Great. Let's see it.
It's not quite ready. I still have to do a few tweaks.
Okay. Go do what you have to do. I remember there being a hotel near there. I'll go check if it's safe, then send you the coordinates. You can meet me there with the device.
Okay. I'll see you soon.
Okay, sorry everyone. That was a significant segment, and I wanted to let it play out as best as possible. It does look like we can go get Torres's gun. Wow, so I guess I was wrong about her being DLC or sequel. Focus for one of those. Yeah, obviously I didn't see that coming. It's that they put in a lot of work into her character. She had a lot of dialogue. She had a very strong sense of personality, and it felt like... I think I made this observation before. It felt like encountering the protagonist of a different game that was doing significantly better than Sebastian was. So I just did not see this outcome. Now Dougler's saying of that last scene, no, like Sebastian shot her, that's on him. He was in the grips of a delusion and was very much trying to shoot Father... He just said it, you guys. What was his name? Father Jonathan? Father Lincoln? I don't remember his name. He just said his name. Damn it. But, so, like, he was manipulated into that. I rolled my eyes when Hoffman said, oh, the wound was superficial. He shot her full on in the stomach. What? Like, look at where, because okay, Torres's body armor is very similar to Yukiko's, and I have a hard time believing that a shot to her stomach would just be superficial. I feel like it would have a high likelihood of doing some significant damage, and I sort of like, okay. That is very much a movie and video game thing that, oh, you can just get shot somewhere in your abdomen, but if it, quote, misses the vital organs, unquote, it'll be fine. No, as I understand it, something like a bullet wound goes in, it punctures a whole bunch of veins and potentially arteries on the way in. The wound is going to swell up and fill with pus. It's going to get infected very easily. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous that happens. And in a lot of things, I'll like, okay, go along with it. But when we are treated to a sequence of Torres trying to fight herself through an endless wave of zombies while nursing a sucking gut wound, and then on the other end of it, Yukiko is like, oh yeah, don't worry, it was superficial. Like, the fuck it was. Douglas said he had his eyes closed. He was trying to... I think he was trying to clear his vision. Like, don't make no mistake, it was a rash and emotional shot, and one of the reasons that you heard a reaction there is the idea of shooting someone accidentally, like not even in rage, like because you get angry, but just like an element of mistaken identity, misunderstanding who is on the other end of the barrel, and shooting someone would be extremely traumatic for me. So seeing it play out is just like, I just had an immediate and very strong reaction to that. Then there's the whole sequence with his wife there that I don't want to spend a lot of time breaking down each plot point that happened, but one thing that was not going to be communicated in the stream is that the controller vibrated when she put his hand on his leg, and it vibrated again when she sort of like gave him like a little jostle, and it was surprisingly tactile because you get accustomed and you stop paying attention to the controller vibrations for gunshots or wounds or like melee combat. But when in a cutscene, there's just a momentary interaction between two characters. Like in no other cutscene has the controller reacted, and this was a way to underscore the level of connection that he was feeling with his wife. And before I move on and maybe read chat as well, I kept waiting for that scene to turn dark. I kept waiting for her to turn out to be sinister in some way, that this was a menacing delusion, and it didn't come. And he came out of this with sort of a renewed sense of self that, like, I've been beating myself up for over a year, I guess, over not being able to save my daughter, but there was nothing to save her from. She had been kidnapped. I never had an opportunity to do that. Now, I do kind of understand him still feeling guilty about not listening to his wife, but it is his wife in this moment who is offering him absolution and saying, you need to get over this because your guilt is not being helpful right now. It is actively damaging your ability to do what needs to get done. So to have her be the delivery mechanism for that message, I think, was very well done. I didn't expect to give a shit about the story in this game, and I'm actually really enjoying it. So those are some thoughts. Let me just scroll back slightly because I just want to make sure, because there's been a lot of chat. Forrest was saying animals, aquariums, and zoos every moose stream. Blah 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 says, how could that be a superficial wound? Yep, very much agreed. Douglas saying then you shouldn't have shot her. That's the thing. We said Carolina, the rewind thing. Oh yeah, Forrest was saying that, because I was looking at chat as this went, that there's a new feature on Twitch where you can just like bounce back a live episode by 2 minutes or so. It is true what Carolina says, that you can watch a VOD as it is being recorded, but you do have to go to a separate screen. So the idea that you could join a stream and then like a live stream and rewind it by 2 minutes if you miss something, that is a new feature, and I would think I welcome one. But yeah, it's very cool that Force has access to that. Particularly saying if you click the rewind thing, it doesn't mess with the actual stream page, and you can go back to live feed easier. Yep, that's exactly what I was just thinking. Plus, it's easier to get back to something if you missed a thing. Wow, Patikin and I, it turns out, we're on exactly the same page. He just got to it much earlier. Or if you want to clip something, that had not occurred to me at all. Yeah, Patikin's way ahead. Just take a quick look here. The gut shot is the worst spot to get shot. Yeah, so I've heard. I've heard that it can take days to die from it, that you will die, but it takes days because you die of sepsis. That was when Moose said tis but a flesh wound. Douglas says if it nicks the intestines, you're dying a horrible death in a couple days. Yeah. Good news is that Gigi's treatment seemed to be helping. Oh, that's very good news for anybody joining in progress. Gigi is Force's sort of adopted, one of the 3 adopted cats, and I think that was the one that was over grooming, if I remember them by name correctly. So I'm glad that that is offering some calm and getting things working properly. Douglas says he also saw Father Dickhead was gone. It was very quick, Dougler. Like Dougler is has a lot of condemnation for Sebastian in that point, and I do not offer Sebastian full forgiveness to it. The thing was, when a cutscene like that is playing out, it is the audience reaction, or at least it's my reaction, and very much the Mia reaction, to be like, shoot him, just shoot him, you have a gun, put a gun to his head. But he was right behind Sebastian turned and he was gone. Then he seemed so clearly to be in front of him, and Sebastian took the shot. Like, I remember thinking, see, this is where, like, for Dougler, for your benefit, I was thinking, like, Father, what's-his-face, said, it's going to take more than bullets to stop me. and I wanted to be quiet so that the cutscene could play out, and then what happened. But another thing that got a reaction out of me was I was thinking to myself, yeah, but that doesn't mean it's going to take less than bullets to stop you. The bullets can still do a lot to the father. Like, go ahead and, maybe it takes more than that, but hey, a couple shots to the kneecaps couldn't hurt, and then it turned out, no, it could actually hurt a lot because he's not there at all, and it's somebody else, and he manipulated Sebastian. What I'm saying is that Sebastian took the shot I wanted him to take. If there had been an on-screen prompt, I would have pulled the trigger, and now, as I say it out loud, I regret that there wasn't, because it would have been so much worse. Like, I was watching it play out. You guys, can you imagine if there was a right trigger prompt, and I pressed it, and I pulled the trigger that killed Torres? Well, I mean, didn't kill her, allegedly, but yeah, no, sorry, I came out of that with a lot of things to say, so I wanted to take a pause to say it. 2 cats, 3 wings owned. Wait, I thought it was, okay. 2 cats, 3 weeks owned. I heard 3 at some point, and that's where it came from. All right. Gut inflammation, and the vet gave Gigi some meds for that. Also some anti-anxiety stuff to help him mellow out, and that seems to be working wonders. That's awesome. I'm very glad for it. Better living through chemistry, as Moose says. All right. So, I'm going to go get that gun. We're going to continue on now.
A few more things, Hoffman. Theodore's been messing with my mind. Every time I see him, he uses my own nightmares against me.
That sounds like him. He's a master of neurolinguistic programming. And in here, the linguistic part becomes irrelevant. Why talk when you can get straight into your mind?
He almost had me. But I searched inside myself, and there was someone there. Someone who told me what I needed to do. I know I can take him on now.
Yes. I can see that you're ready.
How did you... Right.
The team psychologist.
Okay, let's just all put a pin in. I'm just taking note of the fact that he didn't say to Yukiko, I saw my wife. He was very vague about that. So I don't know why I'm keying in on that. It just, maybe Sebastian doesn't entirely trust her, because now I'm going to be listening for her to make any reference to, remember when you saw your wife? And then he'll be like, I never told you that.
Esmeralda might have lived if she didn't try to save me.
Don't feel guilty. We talked while I tried to save her. She told me about the plan. She wanted it to succeed. She made the decision to get you. She knew the risks and did what she thought was right. She said that she owed you.
Owed me? For what? We just met.
Esmeralda is the operative who took Lily from your home and burned it down. She's felt guilty ever since. That's why she joined Myra. That's why she risked her life to save you.
What?
Don't hate her, Sebastian. She didn't have a choice at the time. And she did everything she could to make it right.
I can't hate her. She sacrificed herself for the plan. She made her amends.
Yeah, no kidding. Sorry, that is a big plot point to drop in what appears to have been a completely optional conversation. So now we know what she felt so guilty about, all the things that I've done that I regret that I can't take back, but I can try to do something better with my life. She's the one that kidnapped, like, basically, what is Lily, like 6 years old? A 6-year-old girl, and then burned down her house and made her father think that she was dead? Made both of her parents think that she was dead, except the wife never, Myra never fell for it. Just, yeah. But what Sebastian said about, like, now I can take her gun, I can at least do that, but I can't hate her, because, like, yeah, look at the way that she died.
I'm sorry, Esmeralda. I'll make sure you didn't die for nothing. I'm gonna hunt him down like the dog that he is.
This automatic rifle uses standard rifle ammunition. It packs a punch, but burns through ammo quickly. We don't have any rifle ammunition. Is there a standard rifle that I should have picked up earlier than this? Wait, what is there to take? We got 340 weapon parts, you guys. I'm just letting you guys know, at any previous point, prior to that sequence, if I had found out that Torres had been responsible for taking Lily, I would have said shoot her on sight. But after seeing the way that she actually... Okay, I wasn't actually intending to leave. Okay, yeah, let's just go right back in here. So Forza said the game that claimed 400 hours of my life only surpassed by the entire Sims franchise. Wait, which one, Force? Because I did see some commentary about Tomb Raider being free. Just run back through here. Azric says, like me burning down a tree. Mia, still... Wait, Azric, like in real life, did you burn down a tree? What you did not do, Azric, I think, is set a massive forest fire. So burning down an individual tree is no big thing. In terms of like the great crimes of humanity. I'm gonna run off to the store so I don't have to tomorrow. Dougler, have a safe trip. I probably miss Dougler. I probably miss saying goodbye to Dougler, but I hope that everything goes well. Dragon Age Inquisition is somewhere. Yes, 4 says DAI is free with Prime. God damn it, it's doing that thing where it just sort of scrolls around. Control is also free. I mentioned it like last week they were going to be free. Oh, and it's an EA game. Sorry, no deal. Oh, does it, Wait, Caroluna, the fact that it's an EA game, or does it only redeem on Origin? What is the situation? And either way, I'll just pitch, Dragon Age Inquisition is an extremely good game. Dragon Age Inquisition is... It is, and I played and enjoyed the first Dragon Age game. I really liked it. Like, I actually teared up at the end of it when it did that thing that BioWare games tend to do, where it gives you an opportunity to say goodbye to some of your teammates. I mean, I enjoyed the first Dragon Age a lot. Dragon Age Inquisition smokes it. It is so good, and it feels like it has so much replay value as well. Okay. Yeah, so first of all, I should have had coffee immediately while I was talking, because then it could have had some time to recharge. Carolina just skips EA games. That's a shame. I mean, EA has some business practices that I feel are very regrettable. I'm going to save it again just so I don't have to drink coffee, just in case I do something dumb, because I kind of feel like going out and doing something dumb. But just save that out of there. What the hell was I gonna say? Oh, I mean, EA also publishes really good games. Dragon Age Inquisition is one. The Mass Effect trilogy is another. I am very much aware that I didn't go in and upgrade or do any crafting. So why am I coming out here? Because I thought I heard something, and if I did, I want to kill it and get even that much more goo. And this doesn't even look like it's remotely the right way. No. Okay, this seems completely clear. I thought I heard something when I came out here and was like, oh, something more to hunt. Blah 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 asks, does somebody want Control Unlimited Edition key for GOG? Blah blah blah, that is an extremely generous offer. If I might make one submission, if you were to hold that and then do a raffle or giveaway during one of your streams or Papalatko's streams, I think that would draw in a lot of viewers, because Control is an excellent game. I mean, you are more than welcome to work with people in this chat if you would like to give it away. Like, I think that's an awesome thing to do. I just would hate to see you lose an opportunity to show people, like, a stream that you do, or, like, when Papalatko comes back. That could be a really fun event where you do, like, a raffle like Mia does and give it away at the end. Oh, yeah, look, we've got 2 things. The only thing is, I miss this. I am... See, here's the thing. This must exist someplace that I've already been, so I'm just going to let you guys know. If anybody in chat feels like it, I will solicit information on where this slide is, because I found every other one. I'm sure it's an achievement. I'm sure I can look back and, like, I could look it up myself. But this would be the, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It'd be the 6th slide. If somebody wanted to look up where that is and let me know, is it possible to go back for? I might do that with you guys live on stream. I guess it depends a little bit on how much of a chore it would be. Maybe I wouldn't do that, but I'd rather have all of them, and I feel bad about missing one.
Kidman, come in.
I'm here, Sebastian. What's up?
Ever get the feeling you don't know what's real anymore?
More than most people. Although probably not as much as you.
The first time I was inside STEM, I didn't know I was in it. Even when I got out, I was never totally sure that I'd ever left. And when I tried to explain what happened...
People told you you were crazy.
Of course. If someone came to me with my story, I'd have them committed for their own protection.
I know. I'm with Mobius, and it still took me a while to adjust after Beacon. It was like living in a perpetual state of déjà vu. Sometimes I still get a little confused.
And that's why you stayed out this time?
I don't ever want to go back into STEM again if I can avoid it.
Consider yourself lucky. Union is like having déjà vu in the middle of a dream about déjà vu. I hope I can make it out of here with my mind intact.
I just hope you make it out of there, period. I'm not sure anyone gets out with their mind completely intact. STEM marks you in ways that I think no one's aware of yet.
So Force has looked it up. Let me read what Force says, but just in 1 second, so I want to hear what... Oh, wait. Before I listen to that, I just don't want to make sure that we don't miss out on goo, because the cat brings us goo after every slide. So let me listen to this, and then we're going to read what Force has found. And Force, thank you very much for looking it up. I was going to say don't spend longer than like 3 minutes on it, because it's not a big deal. But then you actually found it during that cutscene, or like dialogue bit.
Kidman.
Yes, Sebastian? What are you thinking about?
Lily. Everything that's happening in here is because of her. Everyone wants her. Like she's just some object to be owned. She's the real victim here. Poor thing doesn't know what it's like to live a normal life. All these years with Mobius have probably destroyed her innocence.
She's still a sweet little girl.
I hope so. Her youth was stolen from her. She didn't get a chance to go to school, to have friends. All the birthdays and holidays she missed. It's heartbreaking to think of what she's been through. Lily was always so precocious, so smart and observant. She had this way of looking at you, where you knew that she understood you. Not just what you were saying, but what you were feeling too. I always knew she was special. But I thought it was just because she was my daughter.
Lily is special. She was found because of her off-the-chart scores on her standardized tests.
I keep referring to her in the past tense. It still doesn't seem real to me that she's alive. And in here.
She is. But you've got to save her before you can start to rebuild your relationship. I'm here to help. Just let me know what I can do for you.
Okay, so Force... let me get the goo. Hopefully another 700. All right. So Force says... Do the words back in Sebastian's room after you interact with the mirror... after you get to Torres's safe house. So, I mean, if it's in Sebastian's room, then you would expect it to still be here. So let me come back here. There hasn't been any reason for me to ever come. Thank you, Force. Look at that. Wow, that was incredibly convenient. I was never, ever gonna come in here. Force, thank you very much. Sorry, that's very funny that it was just, oh, there it is. Where will I ever find the slide? I can't believe I won't get oh, there it is. Found it. Thank you, Force. That was very helpful.
A giant red X. Now that's art.
Oh. Okay, I'm just curious if he has any dialogue about any of these folks.
At least he died fighting. Without him, that stable field emitter would still be off.
Okay, yeah, so Sykes is still kicking. I was trying to remember his name.
Didn't want to kill him. But Theodore left me no choice.
Okay.
This gives me some hope. Seems like he couldn't fool everybody after all. Still need to be cautious. He convinced a lot of people straight into STEM.
When you first meet motivational speaker, author, and spiritual Sherpa Theodore Wallace, his commanding presence and charisma are immediately apparent. His large, almost imposing stature contrasts with and complements his open and friendly face. It's this face that has graced the covers of a series of best-selling self-help books and launched a series of so-called spiritual well-being oases known as Mu centers. But what lurks behind this friendly and benevolent demeanor? While some consider Wallace a guru, others, religious watchdogs, and more disturbingly, family members of Mu Center congregates, consider him nothing more than a modern-day cult leader. Wow! The Crimson Post newspaper is really doing the hit job out here. Like, I'm not sure that you can just... That seems like an interestingly written... quote-unquote news article.
Preying on the lost and hopeless by pretending to have the keys to happiness. Now I'm beginning to understand his MO.
Does the universe seem like a cruel and random place to you? Do you feel like the world is conspiring to distract you with shiny but unattainable baubles? Wait, oh, sorry, I don't know why there was a comma after unattainable. No, that's just wrong. In an effort to distract you from the truth, are you convinced you're the only one who feels this way? Then the Mu Center is for you. Come, throw off the shackles of modern society. Meet others of a similar mindset. Create a better reality. The reality that you want, not the one they want for you. Mu, we're waiting for you. That comma really threw me off. It's like completely
Spiritual
wrong.
Leader and motivational speaker. No wonder he was able to convince everyone he was on their side. Seemed like a good guy on the surface. The bastard smooth-talked himself right into the middle of the plan, just to use it for his own personal gain. His handwriting should have been a dead giveaway that he's a psycho. Jesus. This looks like it was written by the Zodiac Killer.
Okay, I'm just going to go on the record by saying that I think that handwriting analysis is probably a load of shit. Like, haven't they done, like, double-blind tests where they have, like, a team of people? Sorry. I'm pretty sure that I've seen these, and what they do is they have just a random selection of people off the street, and they each sit down and they write exactly the same words on the page so that all you're analyzing is the handwriting, and then they show it to a bunch of, quote, handwriting analysis experts to come up with, like, okay, so here are the psychological profiles of these 10 people, here are the documents that they each wrote in their own handwriting, match up the psychological profile with the person that wrote it, and they have a success rate of like 10%. Like, it's way off. So when he says something like that, oh, look at his handwriting, he's such a psycho. Sorry, it just is, again, very distracting. Kidman, I've had serious conversations with Myra. I'm sympathetic to your cause, but I think that further steps can be taken that will solve your problem in more final terms. Meet us tonight at 10 outside the Crimson City Renaissance Theater and make sure no one is following you. Signed, Theodore. So, sorry, before we go on, there has been hello to, Jägermeister. Jaeger, you have gotten me so into Oxygen Not Included. Like, it's not something that I've talked a lot about or, like, will talk about right now, but I'm just letting you know you have completely reinvigorated my enthusiasm for the game. I've been playing it like on my lunch breaks and stuff, and off stream. It's been the thing that I've been playing off stream. Someday we'll touch base and I'll like talk about it, but I'm so into it and has been watching your streams, and I just thought that you might want to know that. If you guys have not yet seen some Oxygen Not Included, please check out Jägermeister's stream. He's been playing some Coffee Talk lately because he's been on a trip, but hopefully he will continue with both of those games when he's back with his regular PC. So before we go on very quickly, there's been a whole conversation happening in chat. Specifically about Epic. Patikin had said, I even got Kina on PS5 because the PC version was on Epic. Like, fuck that. I'll get the PC version when it's Steam, gladly. Worth paying for it twice, but not through Epic. Blobbity Blah said, Epic smells. I just... Sorry, it's very funny. Carol Luna says, I've been waiting a year for SnowRunner and MechWarrior 5 and now Darkest Dungeon 2, even though that's not really released. Jab said, if you have an inferior product but pay less for it, then it's understandable for people. Forcing people to buy an inferior product just pisses them off, but they are bleeding money, and that is of Epic. And the thing is, Epic, as a storefront, is factually speaking an inferior product. It doesn't have wish lists. It didn't even have like a cart for a while, and it may still not have a cart. You have to make every purchase individually. Now, in terms of the games that you can get, we'll talk about that once I can run, because I want to see what other people do. Force was saying of that article on Father Theodore, a libel suit waiting to happen, and I very much like the fact that she said libel and not slander. Slander is spoken, libel is written. I don't know why I know that, but I picked it up at some point, and I have been careful to use it successfully ever since, or correctly ever since. It was in a game that we both played. I played a week before Mia, if that jogs your memory, Auspicious Angel. Burned a tree? Not at all. I mean, not even a little bit. Oh, I think I might know. Azaric. I do know. I know exactly which one it is, and now I know why you're being cagey about it. I know exactly which game it is. I will confirm with you via private message, but let's not say it because it could be a significant spoiler. I hope the Giants never pull off an Epic exclusive for Farming Sim. Yeah, that'd be disappointing, and also it hadn't occurred to me that it might do that. And then finally, it's a fun mental challenge. Just got home. Oh, nice! Jägermeister is home. And then Patikin says, simple and funny. Even Steam had a damn cart when it launched. And Force says, handwriting is such a subjective science and is only really admissible in court when paired with other evidence. Yeah, even recognizing other, somebody's handwriting is a hit or miss thing. Psychological profiles of handwriting is all hooey, but handwriting comparison to prove somebody did or did not doing a thing is sometimes admissible, depending on the court, judge, and jurisdiction. The original Zodiac Killer investigation had two handwriting analysis arguing about the validity of one or the other. The student would say that it was suspect, but the mentor disagreed. And then Force says, probably from an episode of Monk where he calls out Sharona's date for lying about being a lawyer when he said that they sued a newspaper for slander. Force, that may very well have been it, and you're very astute because I've previously talked about liking Monk. And I might even have said that that came from an episode of Monk. Oh, look! Yeah, look, here are the things that he got. Yep, we've got a Fallout bobblehead, we've got a Doom guy, we've had what now I recognize must be a Dishonored mask, even though it really doesn't look like the Dishonored mask. It looks like somebody incorrectly described a Dishonored mask. Like, they didn't see it, but they... oh, and light does not reflect on it at all. They described what the Dishonored mask was, and then nobody had a chance to actually examine it. And then finally, what I take to be a Skyrim trophy. Yeah, if I miss all the trophies, that's fine, but I didn't want to miss the slide, so I'm very glad that Force said come into the room. Force says, I love Monk, and that's where it seriously cemented the difference in my mind, even though I knew both words. You know what else Monk taught me, Force? Decimate is to reduce by 1/10. So now I have a very hard time using decimate in place of like annihilate or obliterate, because decimate is only to reduce by 1/10. Like, god damn it, Monk. Ruin that word forever. All right.
Hey, Kidman.
What's up, Sebastian?
I was thinking about our first case together.
You mean back at KCPD? That pawn shop robbery?
You broke that case all on your own. I was impressed.
That was all thanks to you. You took me under your wing and showed me the ropes. Treated me like an equal. Wish I had a mentor like you when I was younger.
I wanted to help you become one of the best. But the whole time you were really working for them.
Someone wanted me in there to keep an eye on you. To make sure KCPD weren't onto us.
Too bad. You could have been a great cop.
I'm not so sure about that. The personnel report you read when I joined KCPD was falsified. I spent most of my youth in juvenile detention. By the time Mobius found me, it was either join them or rot in jail. Not a hard choice to make for someone just out of their teens.
I don't even know you, do I?
I've been in Mobius for so long. I'm not sure if I know myself half the time.
Something tells me the rebel in you is never too far behind.
This game is so much better than the original. It feels so much more thoughtful and fleshed out. Without spoiling anything, I'm just curious. Does anybody know if there's been any whispers of doing an Evil Within 3? What a shame if this game doesn't get a third entry. If this franchise doesn't get a third entry. So it's about time for me to switch save slots, but I keep doing things that I don't want to back out of. So the next one will probably be that. Like, we'll switch to the next save slot. So I have 340 weapon parts. That is not the 800 that I need to upgrade the handgun. It is enough to increase the shotgun some more. I just cannot bring myself to care about the sniper rifle very much. And then we've got the... yeah, explosive bolt. That's only a 20% increase. That's too much. Yeah, that's too much. That's too much. Now, bouncing this up 50%, that is an early favorite. Because you've seen me shoot these a whole bunch, and they seem to do ever so much more damage to enemies that are unaware. The other thing would be this. Like, I've never even fired a freeze bolt, but you get a couple upgrades into it, it'll be way better. Yeah, it's like a 35% increase. I'm really roughing that in terms of like how much the increase is, and then that's an extra half meter. I don't know. That's expensive. Oh wait, what the hell am I even saying? Why would I think of anything else except for the assault rifle? 100% assault rifle, no question. Yep. Yes. Okay. So we're gonna drop 100 points into that. Then we're going to upgrade this. Wait, before I do this. Yep. Okay. So upgrade it to level 2. And then 200 points right there. Yeah, so right off the bat, 30% increase. Now, I can't afford this, but this would be probably another good call for 400 points. But we're not there yet, so... before I do that, ammo capacity... oh, I could do that. It's only one extra bullet, though. Wait, I'm not on the right button at all. This is an extra 15 bullets. That I might do. I might do that. Because I don't care about having more bullets in the gun, because I fire it, the pistol, I fire it very slowly. Shotgun fires slowly. Sniper rifle fires slowly. If I need to, like, run away and reload, but this, having more bullets in the magazine seems like a very good thing. I'm going to upgrade this. Plus, it allows you to carry more, which is something that I've talked about before. All right. Now... the next thing that is worth considering is what's the kickback like on the rifle? And here's the good news, and here's why I care. There's a character upgrade to reduce the amount of kickback, and I don't know if I want it. I've never cared about it before. So, wait, this is the firing range, right? Yes. Yes, okay. Let's learn how to shoot the rifle. I don't know if I'm allowed to shoot the rifle in this. Ugh. Okay. Oh! Whoops. Sorry, nurse. Wow, okay. Derp. Does accuracy count at all in this? Okay. Nurse! You gotta keep your head down. Okay, I gotta say, not a lot of kickback on the rifle.
I must say, that is impressive, Detective.
It's very, very unimpressive. Let me try the last one here. I also want to see if I can do something in here with the rifle, because we'll get a key. Yeah. Brr, God damn it. Man, fuck you, mime. Okay. Okay. So I want to get a sense for, like, how is the rifle? The good news is it doesn't seem to have very much kickback at all. So now what I've learned from that is I don't need to worry about getting the anti-kickback option. So we can just go on. Jägermeister says this looks like it'd be easier for a keyboard and mouse. It would. I mean, it would for sure. And if I cared about getting all of the prizes or whatever achievement would be there, I would switch to mouse and keyboard for that. I've done that for sections in Hitman, for example. Assuming you're on PC, yes.
This won't hurt a bit.
The thing is, the value to me of trying to do it on the controller is that, as you can see, it's got like an acceleration to it where I feel like there's slightly too slow and then much too fast, and there's not a lot of gradients in between, at least not that I am very good at doing. We have 16,000 gel. That is actually enough to get up to Endurance 4, and pending new information, that's the one that I'm going to go with. We're already maxed out on health. I don't, as we just established... Yeah, I'm never going to get 75,000 goo. It's never going to happen. Yeah, less kickback. Don't care about it. Yeah, no, I don't. That doesn't bother me none. This would be the other one, which I can afford that and the kick away, but I'm not sure that I care about the kick away. Quieter footsteps. Yes, but then again, I just made it through a whole stealth sequence without worrying about that. And then the other one would be more health when using healing items. I'm gonna go with the stamina gauge increase. Because, again, that helps you in boss battles, that helps you when you're, like, fleeing some of the enemies that can't be hurt. Oops, I didn't mean to leave that. Actually, what I wanted to look at was, what's this last one? Stamina recovery speed increase for 12,000. Well, I can't afford it right now, and I don't think I can afford anything that I want for 4,000. Yep, no. The Predator upgrade would be fun, but my concern is that it would be fun. Yeah, I can't get that. That's the other one that I think I'd really like, the melee damage upgrade. Because it's just sort of like a universal thing that would help all the time. And I need a little bit more goo on that. Yeah, Jägermeister, there was one particular challenge in the first, it was the Paris level of Hitman that required some precision shooting that I play that game usually with a controller, but I specifically switched to a mouse and keyboard so that I could pull off the shot that I needed to, and dialed it in on the first try. Mouse and keyboard for that style of shooting is definitely better, and if I am at any point possessed of, like... You know what might be fun? Just for, like, just a comparison, before the end of the playthrough, maybe I will try one of those with mouse and keyboard, because it's not going to be perfect. It's not going to be like a sudden, like, oh, suddenly you get everything on the first try, for sure. But I do feel very strongly that it would go better. So, yes, I'd like a medical syringe. Where is this? Okay. So, sorry, I'm just trying to work out how do I get there from here. Oh, so I said earlier, like back when, hey guys, remember when Torres was alive? That it felt like they were setting her up for a sequel or something because, and I said, among other things, like Yukiko's character model seems unfinished to me. It is specifically that her skin doesn't appear to have any texture at all. And maybe it's just that she is a very smooth human being, but compared to Torres, compared to Father, whatever, we just read a whole article about that guy. God damn it, I'm never gonna remember that dude's name. Compared to him, compared to, what's his face? Liam, and then the other dude, and Sykes, it felt like they all looked like people, and Yukiko looks more like they just didn't get around to that pass on her. The hair seems a little bit placeholder to me. You know, like, I don't know, I can't quite get the camera close because she's turning her head. Like, she just seems incomplete. Like she was the last character model they were working on, and they sort of, like, put out the beta version. Alright, where am I headed? Yep, there's a mirror there. Mirror there, that's good to know. Oh, this is where I'm... Post Plus. Is that where I want to go? Make your way through the remains of Union to reach the Sanctuary Hotel in the business district. Woof. Okay, I don't know where this is. Actually, I do know where that is. That is, where Torres hung out. Alright, so presumably I'm trying to get here. It doesn't look like I've been through this area of the map yet. Force says, a few streams ago I asked people about the games they stopped playing. I asked because most games I get I either drop or put 60 plus hours into. Like I stopped Bioshock and LA Noire and then watched somebody play 2 hours of Anno 1800 and now I have 200 hours in it. Let's see, games that I've stopped. Well, I've spoken on many occasions about the games that I stopped playing on stream. I stopped playing Dragon Quest Builders, which was the very first game that we ever streamed, because...
Can anybody hear me out there?
I can't move.
Sykes? You're still in here? Are you okay?
Sebastian, just the man I was looking for. But I'm okay, but I could really use your help back here. It'll be worth your while.
Oh. I should probably go to his safe room and see what's going on.
Yeah, I'll go do that. And I'll tell you why. The last time that we helped Sykes, well, how do I know where he is, though? So, down at the bottom where it says, like, change area, I can only push down, which takes me to this section where Torres was, which doesn't even look like I can see the whole thing. And then when I press up, it brings me here. These are the only two areas that I have access to. So, hopefully we're going to see Sykes's safe house when we go through the computer there. With the first Dragon Quest Builders, I just had enough. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed my time with it. It reached a point where, like, remember when Cara Luna stopped playing SnowRunner because he didn't want to wind up hating the game? That's how I started to feel about the first Dragon Quest Builders. I had very much enjoyed my time with it, but there were elements of it that were wearing very thin. With, like, the combat I was feeling was very frustrating. It was very, very simplistic. And I was like, I have enjoyed my time with this. I'm not going to worry about playing it all the way through. Then I think one of the very next games that I played was Final Fantasy 15, which I very, very much disliked by the end of it. And I won't rehash that here. Aside from that, gosh. Oh, the other game was Ys 8 Lacrimosa of Dana. And again, I've made my case on this before. It was a game that I felt showed me absolutely everything it had to offer within the first 10 hours, and then I continued playing it for an additional 20 hours. And it was like, that is enough. I've gotten everything I will ever get from this experience. And it was a little disappointing because people described it as being like the best Ys game, so that was why it was like the one I played. And you know, it's not that I hated it. It was just, it just didn't introduce any new game mechanics. You know what it introduced at the 30-hour mark? Double jump. That was the thing that I finally uncovered. And it was like, yikes. Jab says, I doubt I'd play a quarter of the games more than 10 hours. Force says, laughing out loud, that you're LOL that he say that. He's playing it right now off stream. Wait, who is? I am? Playing, oh, and by the way, Jägermeister, I did see this, offered to be a guru for Oxygen Not Included. I will very much... Okay, I saved it because I thought that I had everything. Now I gotta go save it again. You know why I save it, like, after, like, incremental upgrades like that, or in incremental pickups? Because I don't want to forget to get that goo later on. Alright, and it only takes a split second. But Jägermeister, that is very much appreciated, and I will legitimately take you up on that if I... Like, right now, I'm back in the mode of learning and experimenting a lot. Fuse. Got it. Oh, wait. I don't think I... Let me go craft some harpoon bolts. I'm sorry, guys. I don't think I looked at my ammo. I upgraded the gun, but then didn't do any ammo crafting. Carolina says, I have picked SnowRunner back up for a while until... Oh, yeah, no, so, Carolina, I saw that, and I further saw... Gosh, who did you raid to? Where you said that you now have 1,001 hours in SnowRunner. And I was going to ask you, is that an actual number, or were you just, like, are you just having fun with it? Yeah, I can afford so many of these. All right, freeze bolt. Yeah. Oops. Yeah, I don't know why else I'm carrying condenser. I don't need it for anything else. I might as well use it there. And then assault rifle cartridges. I have 0. Oh, and look at this. They only take 1 each. So I could actually... Okay, before I do that... Yes. Let's spend that. I don't care about the sniper rifle very much. And then I think I'm going to burn all of my remaining... Yeah. Oops. Sorry, I didn't know you could just go down. There you go. All right. And I you know what I bet Sykes gives me? The tanks that I need for the flamethrower. I bet that's going to be the reward for helping him out. All right, let's go see if we can reconnect with Sykes. That was real, and now it's up to 1,017 hours. Games that I have more than 1,000 hours on, and it does not show, Stellaris. For sure, no question. Why doesn't it show it? Because so many of those hours would have been on lunch hour and like little breaks here and there from work or on vacation or otherwise playing off. This looks worse than where I left it.
Shit. That really is a stronghold.
What's going on in there, Sebastian? STEM is going crazy. It seems like it's becoming even more destabilized.
You don't know the half of it.
I take it you had something to do with it?
I wouldn't have done it if I didn't have to, Kidman. I'm gonna finish this once and for all. I'm gonna save Lily. And I have all the tools I need this time.
Good luck, Sebastian. And keep me posted, okay? It's important that I know what's going on in there so that I can help you again. You get me?
I do. I'll be in touch.
But before I proceed with whatever was just snarling at me, Force said, so Force was mentioning Jurassic World Evolution and says, I'm curious what your thoughts were on it because you expressed interest in the sequel, which I will be watching for sure, but will not pick up on launch, versus like if Paradox offered City Skylines 2, she would pre-order it tomorrow. Oh. Okay. I was going to kill those. Great. Okay. Oh, so, I'm not gonna enjoy this. But I did just save it, so I can afford to not enjoy it. So, Force, I have not yet played Jurassic World Evolution. I picked it up as well as an expansion pack, and full-on intended to, and just haven't actually done it yet. I am interested in the sequel. Oh boy, he's a mover too. Okay, what is happening here? Why can't I... Hold on a second. Something odd is happening. I can't... I'm right triggering it. Doesn't draw back the bolt. But Force, from what I've heard, that is sort of the thing with Jurassic World Evolution, that I've changed my mind, by the way. If he wants to like burn all the corpses in the corpse piles, I'm on board because they leave behind the goo that I want. Oh fuck. Okay. What is happening here? That really sucks. It seems like a super weird bug. Oh, yeah. Grab that. Okay. So now it begs the question, can I fire other guns? Yeah, you know what? Let's switch to the long-range shotgun, so I don't have to, like, give this guy a big kiss when I shoot him. Okay, hold on. Yikes, he runs. That's gonna make this a lot harder. But to answer the question, Okay. Why is he looking for me? Ouch.
Embrace his flame.
Okay. Really thought maybe I could get around behind him when he did that. I don't know what Sebastian is doing with my life right now. No, don't die. Okay. The reason, you know, I am perfectly comfortable with that. We'll probably have to pick up some of the goo again, but I wasn't happy with the amount of damage I was taking, and also would very much like to verify that I can fire the bow, which is what I wanted to do. Force also says 1,000 hours in The Sims 3. I believe I would have 1,000 hours in The Sims 2. I was very, very much into The Sims 2. I've talked before about like playing one sim all the way through their entire life from being like a little baby, and just sort of like following their, and also like aging up their friends that they made in school so they would all be the same age. Like that one playthrough was probably several dozen hours, over 100 right there.
What's going on in there, Sebastian? STEM is going
Okay,
crazy.
we've heard this, so we're just gonna skip that. Caroluna must have over 1,000 hours in EVE Online, which I knew that Caroluna had played it, and it's easy for me to imagine like getting that, you know, doing that volume of. Okay, fucking really? Okay, but these guys fight one another too. It's not just me, because he was burning the shit out of them before, like, he somehow intuited that I was nearby.
I'm sorry, Father. I lost you.
Well, tell you what, this might be a good opportunity to see if other forms of bolts can... Yep, okay, well, there we go. Oh, I didn't even realize I got that guy. Okay. That was a happy accident. Okay, I don't know. I'm kind of feeling okay about doing the shotgun for a while, but let's test out this rifle. Oh, yeah, that's how that works. I'm gonna lose all my... Well, not lose, just expend all my bullets. So, I have no bullets at this at all? Yeah. Alright, well that teaches me to not care about the sniper rifle. Boy, I'm really gonna expend all of the ammunition that I have, huh? Alright, let me switch back to the harpoon bolt. Oh, he was actually following where I went. Oh, I didn't know that there were more guys here. Okay, I'll tell you what. Let's, hold on a second. Oops. I wanted the shock bolt again. Yep, no, if you guys can just chill out for a second. Alright, yeah. No, be dead! Jesus Christ. Hey! Flamethrower fuel tank. The flamethrower that this was taken from was damaged beyond repair. 2 of these would be sufficient to replace the tanks of an otherwise functional flamethrower.
Just the component I need.
Alright, that's one of 2, and it was worth 5,000 goo. So that was a heavy expenditure of resources, and I am okay with it. People are also talking about other games that they've played 1,000 hours of. Let's see, maybe if you added up all of the Wing Commander games, which nobody even knows what those are anymore, back before Chris Roberts was making Star Citizen, a real game that is definitely going to be released and will be everything that people want it to be. Back before that was a thing, that guy made Wing Commander, which was basically World War II dogfights in space. It was what if X-Wings, but not X-Wings, and sort of like, you know, dogfighting in space, sort of like World War II style, launching from a carrier and fighting an alien foe. And that was sort of the general gist of it. And it was very story centric. And when I was a lot younger, and that was state of the art, I loved those games. And I have played through Wing Commander 1, 2, and to a lesser extent 3 on many occasions. They might be the games that I have played through from start to finish. Oh, come on. I should have done a better job hiding. That's on me. Because we can 100% stab this guy in the back of the head. All right. Is he going to be able to figure out how to walk around this? Or is he just going to be on his way? Stab. Patikin, who has it in 1, says, I think when I was a kid I had more hours on a specific game because there were fewer games to play. Yeah, that was it. When you're growing up, you sort of have the games that you have, and that's what you have. So you either play those games or you play nothing. You can't necessarily just go get another game. And that is certainly the situation that I was in. But beyond that, I mean, like, at the time, I really, really loved Wing Commander. I loved the story and the characters and the mechanics, which by today's standards and even by standards at the time were very simplistic. I just thought they were cool. It was like, you know, it was like dogfighting in Star Wars, except it was its own thing. And like the Kilrathi, they were like these sort of like a race of alien space tiger guys. The movie was fucking terrible. The movie was terrible. And what was interesting is the movie was terrible in all sorts of ways that A, it didn't need to be, but B, were like weirdly non-canonical with the games. Like, they changed so many things for no reason at all. Like, not to make a better story, it was... Anyway, it's been too long since I've seen it. I can't necessarily break down the many spectacular failings of the Wing Commander movie. But yeah, I think that if you added up all the playthroughs of... Oops. That's not hiding. Yes, I just want to acknowledge I did in fact see the front, ouch. The front ambush attack icon, and that's why I pushed A, but I'd also pushed to the right, and that screwed me up real good. Oh god, this one's smarter than the last. Okay. Let's switch to the revolver. Revolver seems pretty good. Nice and accurate. '90s and early 2000s had way fewer games being released in a year. Force says, my brother and I had hundreds of hours in Lego Star Wars. Lego Star Wars, like the complete Lego Star Wars, like the one that had like all 6 of the original movies or something like that. That is the only Lego Star Wars game that we tapped out of because it was just too much. It was actually too much Lego. And that's not a criticism of it. It was like, I think we must have picked it up like Lego Star Wars, the complete edition. We must have picked it up for $15, $20. And it is a vast amount of value to, you know, for that amount of money. However, it came to be like, okay, we've had enough. Like, this is enough. Every other Lego game that we started in earnest, we not only finished, but got 100% on.
Just stop walking for 1 second.
Okay. It is great. Yeah, I like it is no knock against the game. It is very, very good. I mean, Lego Star Wars launched like infinity other Lego games. That was the first, and like I said, was a great value for what it was. It was just like to 100% that game. Yeah, you're looking at a long playthrough. We played Lego Star Wars. I could just the prequels, and then we bought the sequel with all 6, and we played the shit out of that, says Force. How does that knife not melt when dropping out of those guys? It's made of tungsten, is a detail that I'm making up right now. Also, I have no idea what the melting point of tungsten is, but it turns out high enough that it can be plunged into lava and not... I never play this. Cool. I was going and say I don't want to do that, but I guess it would, like, maybe draw the attention of any zombies that I hadn't already shanked. Let's see, gosh. Other games... So I and we've talked about this before, I come to it from the opposite side of Jab. I usually, not all the time, I'm not even sure I can say most of the time, but generally speaking, my goal is to finish a game that I start. I like getting the most out of the money that I've spent, and I like seeing games all the way through. So even if I reach a point where I've had enough, usually my reaction to that will be to mainline it and like, okay, let's just go until we hit credits. You know, I'm gonna avoid side stuff, and we're just gonna like power line through and get everything that I can. So, more games... See, I keep wanting to say more games than not. I'd really have to think about it. I'd probably be able to say, yeah, most games I finish. And certainly on stream. The vast majority of games that I played on stream, I will finish. I've said on many occasions that... Okay, apparently I can't go past here at all. Streaming really helps me focus in on games. There'll be games that I have traditionally set aside for weeks or even months and then return to at a much later time. One good example of that is a very good game. It's one that Ricardnio has been playing through all the DLC packs for. Grand Theft Auto 4. I played Grand Theft Auto 4. I had a great time with Grand Theft Auto 4. I was very much enjoying Grand Theft Auto 4. And then one day, I realized, hey, you know what game I haven't played in like a year? Grand Theft Auto 4. And I had no explanation for why. It wasn't that I made I like forgot that game existed. And then I saw it on the shelf. I was like, I never finished this game. And then I went back into it and I played through the rest of the game. I have no explanation for why. It was a completely random thing. Blobby Blob had to play the Crash Bandicoot games on PS1 to repeat the second one so that he could complete it for 102% completion. I like it when games have some sort of weirdo bug that allows you to get more than 100% completion. Isn't there a... Isn't like Symphony of the Night that way? Where like if you beat it... Gosh, now I'm trying to remember what the secret to that is. Is it that you can get to 200% or does it tap out at like 198% or something odd like that? It's been a while. Oh boy. So, it sounds like I have an opportunity to get the other tank and another 5,000 goo. I would like to do those things. Yep, the only problem is that this guy is a real dipshit, and he takes a lot to kill. Yeah, that's right. I blew you up. What are you gonna do about it?
You cannot hide forever from your sins.
Oh, see, funny story. I don't want to hide forever. Just until your back is turned. Uh-oh. Okay, that's fine. I can go get that. I think. I really shot that into an inopportune space. Oh! I apparently switched to freeze bolts at some point. Okay. Well, I can make do with that. Just let me reload, though.
You cannot escape. His flame will consume.
Ouch.
Yes.
I gotta get back and get that explosive bolt that I shot into the stupid fucking light. Yeah, Patikin! Yeah, you did start Fallen Order the other day. I want to stream it. It's so good. It's such a good game. Okay, I do not like this position. Jump.
I'm sorry, Father. I lost him.
Fuck. Okay.
Will be cleansed.
Okay. Yeah, no, I think I'm just dead. This is probably really gruesome. I'm sorry for the camera angle. I do not know what's happening. Oh, God. Hello to Ronan, who came in at exactly the right time. Are we fighting the Firestarter again? Yeah, so, the Firestarter, as it turns out, it looks like 7,500. Wait, what did I just pick up? Oh, this must have been the last one that I killed.
Almost there.
Okay, stop for a second. Yeah, alright. So, what we're doing, Ronan, is it turns out that there's additional fire starters in the world, and that if we kill them, we can get their flamethrower tanks to repair the flamethrower, that he has. And I'd sort of, like to do that. Okay, that's bad. During this episode, if possible. Hold on, we might have to surprise this person. Oh, Patikin has already streamed it and gotten 100%. Okay, so many people played that, and I wasn't 100% sure if you were one of them, but I did see that you were playing that on Steam the other day. And Forrest was asking, did he say, "I'm sorry, Father, I lost him"? Yes. Yep, these guys are in service to Father Jacoby, or whatever that guy's name is. Ronan says, I used to go for all achievements and trophies in games. It was slowing down on playing other games, so I stopped. Now, I will say that there is an exception, which is one... sorry. I am the same way, with a major exception, which is the one that we were just talking about. The topic was... Okay, that seems generic as shit. Alright. Really seems like that guy should have gotten killed, because I shot him straight in the head. Okay, I can't stab him when he's fiery. Hold on. Run. Okay. Not great decision making. What we do want to do, though, is maybe do a... smoke bolt? Stab him. Oh, fuck you for being on fire. Oh, sure. Why not? Fuck you, reload! Alright. What I was gonna say is that, Lego games. When we play Lego games here, it is with the intent of getting all of the achievements. I find the Lego achievements a lot of fun. We have S-ranked, for sure, more Lego games than any other franchise. There are a few games that I've S-ranked that I'm proud of. Batman Arkham City is one of them. Assassin's Creed Brotherhood is one of them. The original Dead Rising is one of them. Those games are pretty difficult to get all of the possible achievements in it. And Arkham Asylum. But that one I'm less proud of, just because that one's much more manageable. Okay, this is not going to go my way. So what we're going to do is... Well, we'll probably do another smoke grenade, now that I think about it. Everyone, if I can have your attention, please. Everyone come. Okay, okay, now... Sure. Oh, God. Okay, really made a fool out of myself in general, but maybe we can make it right. Alright, and this guy didn't even get caught. No. Alright. Ow! Okay. Stomp him. Fuck me. Stomp him. Stomp. Oh, I'd call that a comedy of errors, but I'm just sort of generally embarrassed. It's not funny. Yeah. Kirluna says, I don't even think I have all the achievements in any farming sim. Really? Ronan says getting all the achievements on Dead Rising was a pain. I remember that. Patigan says on Black for Blood, for example, I want to get all the achievements. They're tied to rewards. Interesting. Some of the best achievements... Sorry. Some of the most rewarding achievements, they're not the best, but, for example, when you would get certain achievements in the original Mass Effect, it would actually unlock additional character options for future playthroughs, which incentivize both getting the achievement and replaying, because you would have new cool options to play with. Specifically, they were the partner achievements, the squad mate achievements. The trouble is, and the reason that I corrected from saying that they are the best achievements is they were huge pains in the ass to get. I would argue that those achievements are borderline bugged, because the requirement is to play through the majority of the game, quote unquote, the majority of the game. In point of fact, it is not 50% plus one, it is 99% of the game you have to play with that character, and if you so much as switch out for a different character, then you can very, very easily lose out on the achievement. I don't think that those achievements were very well balanced. I do not know if those have been addressed in any way in the Legendary Edition. I would like to think that they'd been tweaked so that it's less onerous to get. But yeah, my original playthrough in Mass Effect, I went for one of the for that achievement with 2 squad mates, but because I swapped them out partway through because I wanted to experiment, I was like, oh, it says the majority of the game, so surely I can do one mission with a different squad. Nope, you lose the achievement. I wonder if I can lure the fire starter out here and make use of those cryo canisters. Alright, I do not have a ton of Oh, hold on. Do this before. Apparently I did do this before. Yeah, alright.
This flame will consume you.
Let's see. This? Nope, not smoke bolt, though. We want... Probably just explosive bolt. I mean, fuck this guy. Oh, wait. Let me just make sure. Oh, not a lot of shotgun shells at my disposal. What else can I even shoot him with if I freeze him? Oh, you know what I could do? I could do a harpoon bolt. Yeah, let's do that. So let's do a freeze bolt. Let's swap it out for a harpoon bolt. Yeah, okay. Draw. Am I out? I'm out. Okay, I'll tell you what. Let's bring him over to those cryo containers and see if I can mess him up over there. In a war between fire and ice, ice freezes fire, right? That's how that works. That's physics. Hey, dude. Come on, don't reset your hit points. Yep, see, I'm over here. Alright, I'm gonna use what shotgun I have left. Oh, assuming that I remember to select it. Nope! Okay, that was a total accident. I've still got 2 shots in this shotgun. These guys are worth so much goo. I'd be so mad if I was just trying to get the shotgun, or the flamethrower. Okay, if he's gonna get bored and leave... We did learn from the first guy that we fought. Oh, no, I still had 2 bullets. Stomp his ass! Arrgh! So here's the problem. I think I'm like, I'm borderline out of things to shoot at him. I've expended all of my ammunition. Oh, come on, dude. We are not finished. Oh, okay. So, for real, though, what do I have left? 6 bullets in here? Is he down? Oh, thank God. Okay. So, I am so drained of absolutely everything. Flamethrower fuel tank. So that should be the second one. We should be able to do it now.
The last piece I need.
Runish and Ronan says, time to finish up Resident Evil 8. I think I'm at the final boss. That's not how Pokemon worked when I played it. Oh, like Fire and Ice? So, Runish and Ronan, if you are headed out, good luck with Resident Evil 8. I've had to be very, very careful about what I have watched of that game because I would like to play it myself, but I'm glad that you're enjoying it. This game has a lot in common with Resident Evil, but I still would very much like to do the second playthrough of Resident Evil 2. Oh, actually, to answer Force's question, I technically consider that I did not finish Resident Evil 2 because there's a whole other B side to that, and because it's like different content, I think I'm being excessively hard on myself here, that most people would say, oh yeah, you played through the whole Leon story and you got to the end of it. But for me, I'm like, I want to do the other side of it, who's her name, Claire, and see that side of things as well. Whatever is the same is the same, whatever is different is different, but I feel like you need to do both sides in order to like have quote-unquote finish the game. And that was an example of a game that I stopped playing because I just couldn't take it. It wasn't that I didn't like it. I actually really liked that game and had a very good... Well, it's the had a good time with it part. I was so stressed out. That game was like, it was like a stress nightmare, that game. And I was like, I just don't think I have it in me to play a second round of this right now. So I'm going to have to set it aside and we will return to it later. And that was actually on the docket for October. If this game had been a little bit shorter, or it could even have taken the place of this game, but I remembered hearing so many good things about The Evil Within 2. I was like, hey, let's give it a shot. If this had not worked out, if I had not enjoyed my time with with that first episode of The Evil Within 2, it would have been the B side of the Resident Evil 2 remake, because I really did want to go back, and we will be doing that. But then from there, also Resident Evil 7 and 8 are very much on the docket to be played. Blobby Blah says that game logic would suggest that the tank on his back should explode. And yeah, one of the aborted sentences there when I was trying to survive was, we did learn in the fight with the first fire starter, the one that Ruination Ronin had first seen, I think it was just last episode, you can blow up the tank on their back and then they will no longer be able to shoot fire. In my experience, though, that didn't seem better, because then they just charge at you and attempt to whack you to death with their flamethrower. And like you saw there, that at sufficient range with sufficient room to move, you can juke their attacks pretty effectively. It's being trapped in a closed space. Oh, yeah, I'm going to try to take these guys on because I think that I can do it even with limited ammo, and it'll give me more goo and stuff when I go back. Wait, also, sorry, I missed what Patikin had said. One achievement I want to get is partner on Twitch. It's called an achievement on there too, so they got a whole list of achievements, but with an average of 3 viewers, well, it's never going to happen. Patikin, don't ever say never. I mean, like, you never know when you might hit that, I don't think I want a freeze bolt. I think I want another smoke bolt. It's these guys. Or shock bolt. Yeah. Alright, drop on the ground. Yeah. Cool, and just stay down until you're out. There we go. Yeah. I'm also actively hunting for additional stuffs, crafting materials. Okay, so these guys I can just sort of like prompt into hitting me, right? So let's see if we can make use of this silence pistol. Hey, over here. Come on. Come away from your friends. Alright, I just need to make sure that I have space to run. Works for me. Okay, but here's the thing. I don't want both of them at the same... Well, then again, maybe it's not such a big deal. Probably just run away from both of them, right? They blow up each other. Okay. I'm not dead, though. So it could be worse. Don't die! Oh my god! Okay. I'm gonna take a knee on that. Hold on a second. Oh, like, all of the lives? There's coffee back at the safe house. I can just go back and get full lives at any point. So that's why I'm not too worried about, like, spending syringes right now. But to die there would have been like, oh, you idiot! Alright, I am gonna head back, though, because, seems prudent at this point. Oh, yeah, and I can go straight up to Sykes. He's gonna have coffee on the pot too. I will say one thing about well, no, I won't, because I don't want to, like... Oh, shit, nope, no, fuck you. There's another fire guy over there. So, I am... You know what I am going to do, though? I'm going to save into the other slot. Because I would be lying if I said that I wasn't a little bit concerned about being completely out of ammo right now. I've got some crafting materials, so it's not dire, but it's not like there's a shop where I can exchange some of my goo for ammunition. It's going to be whatever I can craft or find in the world. So that's why I'm just taking extra. Oh, look at all the crates. Maybe I'll find something good in there. But yeah, Petit saying that, like, yeah, I've been streaming for 5 years. I mean, there's any number of actors or singers or writers that didn't hit it big until one day they did. Sometimes it's just getting the right eyes onto what you're doing. Sometimes it is... Pick that up. You know, you make the one subtle change that suddenly, like, you sort of thought of it as being minor, but you make it, and then suddenly, like, it suddenly draws a lot more attention all of a sudden. You know, you never know. I stream here because I really have fun. I enjoy it. I feel better after streaming. Like, when I say I feel better, it's not that, like, my self-worth is tied into the outcome of the stream. It's that this provides a break from all of the stresses of the real world, and we get to treat this game and Sebastian and Torres and Hoffman and Father what's-his-face as though they matter for a while. And then the game goes off, and then we go back to the real world, and that's fun. And getting to talk to you guys about, like, some of the topics that Force has brought up, or Jab has brought up, or Patikin brings up, you know, Caroluna, like, having you guys here to, like, converse with, it's just fun and helps to spend the time. So I do it because I enjoy it, and I feel like that's the most important thing that most people do. I also... Oh, we found a pouch. Alright, assault rifle ammo. Now all I need is, you know, assault rifle ammo to put into it. I have the biggest pockets in the world. If only I had something with which to fill them. Mark Ruffalo had over 400 auditions before he landed his big break in romantic comedies. Yeah, he was the romantic lead, or sorry, the romantic interest in 13 Going on 30. Which I wouldn't have known or expected. Oh, something's gonna crawl out from under here, I'm concerned. Patine saying, so what I'm saying is that none of you are the right eyes. No, I think that we have the best eyes personally, but in terms of, like, hitting it big, like, you never know that one day you're out there, you're streaming, you're doing your thing, and, I don't know, Shroud decides to host your channel, and suddenly you get, like, 100,000 viewers, and, you know, a whole bunch of new subscribers, and they wind up staying on because they really like what you're doing. Like, you never know. What I'm saying is, you know, do what you enjoy and have fun doing it, and if success is out there, you can find it. And it can find you. It's Kismet. It's Sleepless in Seattle, except instead of Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan? Is that who else was in there? It's you and Shroud. Believe it. So I think I'm completely out of, like, sniper bolts, yeah? Oh, yeah, it doesn't even appear on here right now. But with one shock bolt, I believe I can fry. I believe I can knock them all down and stomp them to death. So as soon as they start to see me, get them all. Get him. Stay down. Yeah. Gonna have to invest in some new shampoo to get all that out. Carolina says, I'd not like having 100,000 viewers. Thank you very much. I don't know. Like, I feel like once you hit a certain threshold of attention, you have to have somebody there to comb through the comments as they come, and then to put them into a sub-channel so that, like, here's something interesting that somebody said. Here's a cheer that just came in. Here's a tip that just came in. So that you can just focus on it, because it would be so much all at once. I enjoy hanging out with a smaller group of people that I know. I will say that a lot. Okay. I am actually entirely out of time because tonight is going to be game night with the peeps, and I need some food before that starts. So let me just jog over here. We might have a quick chat with Sykes, and then we'll call this a fun and successful stream. Please don't be blocked off. Okay, we can walk over this rubble. Oh, it's gonna keep showing me things that I can pick up, huh? I know your game. So, here's what I don't think is gonna happen in that tower where we're headed. Like, he's like,
oh, this is it. I'm gonna be able to save Lily. All my grief and miseries finally come to an end. I'm Sebastian Castellanos, and this is clearly the last chapter of my adventure.
I don't think that he's true, and I'll tell you why. Because we did not see Lily get captured by Father What's-His-Face. We saw Lily get captured by the Queen of all Goo. Remember her? Without the eyes, she had like this mesh eyes, and Sebastian looked at her and was like,
oh my god, that's Myra. Also, I can't keep talking like this.
Sorry. That wasn't going to continue. I really had to cough. Alright, no more Sebastian voice, because that's going to kill me. Oh, so with this guy. Fuck. I really need to save it. He saw the goo lady and was like, oh my god, that's Myra. So I don't think that Father What's-His-Face has Lily, and I don't know why he would think that he does. Hold on a second. Now I'm... Ugh. That messed me up. Let's see. Force says, I have a hypothesis that Mark Ruffalo playing David Tashi in Zodiac was the start for his career and his love of character roles. Let's see. I cannot see right now. Patine saying Discord can go up to 4K on streaming. Twitch is still messing around with 1080p and 6K bit rates for affiliates. Oh boy, I might skip this this guy here. I wanted to go in with as much goo as possible so that we do all of our upgrades, but This guy seems like it might take slightly more time than I've got. Boy, I never thought I'd have 730 weapon parts all at once. Alright. Yep, this is good. He's on fire now. By the time he turns around, he'll be getting ready to go out. And... I saw the pipe, don't worry. Oh god, it's a boomer. Okay. Yeah, let's just let him be. I'm gonna come back for him because if he sees me and happens to get off enough damage, I do not want to die. Forrest is saying, is Peeps at 9 p.m. Eastern? It's usually in about 15 minutes, so it'd be at 8. I might need to contact Mia to say I need a little bit more time because we did not get to do dinner here. Oh, balls. Alright, let's get in here. We're gonna save it. And this is gonna be a repeat of this episode where we're gonna have to do all of our upgrades and stuff.
You're here.
Fuck.
Good. What's going on, Sykes? I'm sort of busy here.
Hey, you're the one who told me to call you before I left.
You found your back door.
Check it out.
Congrats. You'll have to show me how to use it if I need to get Lily out later.
Fair enough, but here's the deal. I'm gonna need you to help me get out of here first.
Help you? I don't know anything about how these computers work, Sykes.
That's not what I need help with. I hacked the servers to access a restricted area of STEM. There's a pod in there that I'm gonna use to get out of here. Problem is, the power's out. And there are a bunch of those things in there too. Damn collapse is affecting the deepest parts of STEM. You get the power back on and clear the place out for me, I can get the hell out of here.
Again, what's in it for me?
I'll show you how to use the pod before I go. How's that?
Okay. Worth a try, I guess.
Thanks, man. Call me when it's all clear.
I gotta tell you, I was surprised to hear from you.
Tell me about it. I've been lying low to solve this backdoor thing, but I stuck my head out there a few times. Things are going nuts. What's happening out there?
There's a maniac who's trying to take over Union. You were smart to stay in here. Otherwise, you might have ended up flayed and tortured.
Sounds grim. Think I'll pass.
What's worse is that the guy wants to get his hands on Lily.
Well, if this plan works out, you'll be able to get her to safety once you find her.
So, if we get any more, like, close-ups of Sykes, just look at Sykes in comparison to Hoffman. Like, doesn't he look like he's almost from a different game?
How did a guy like you end up in Mobius in the first place?
A guy like me? What are you trying to say?
I'm saying that you've got heart and a backbone. Seems they prefer their operatives to be either cold reptiles or unquestioning followers. You're neither. What did you think I meant?
Nothing. Never mind. You know, I actually searched them out to try and join. Wasn't easy either. They know how to hide their tracks.
Why would you do that?
They're only the most powerful organization in the history of the world, dude. Why wouldn't I?
And you don't consider what they do to be criminal?
Hey, it's only criminal when it's enforced. You know what they say. Quis custodiat, ipsos custodes. Right?
Sure. I'll take your word for it.
Wait, I honestly don't know what that means. Is that like who watches the Watchers or something? I have no idea what that Latin phrase meant. So, never heard it before. So, yes, a couple things here. And hello to Panda. By the way, I hope that you also have had a nice Tuesday. This week has already felt pretty long, but we have a very, very exciting weekend coming up. So I'm looking forward to that. I think it's going to be a big event for the Extra Life Marathon. No matter what happens here, I hope that people will consider setting aside a few dollars between now and the weekend, even individual dollar donations will make such a difference. And whether or not you donate to us, to Mia, to Drienne, to Samalander, to anybody else who might be doing a stream, or to somebody else, some other organization, a different streamer that you like, there's going to be so many opportunities to do good this weekend, even to the tune of just a few dollars. So I very much hope that you will keep eyes on Twitch this weekend, because it's going to be, I think, a lot of fun all over. So here's my most recent save, but I had like 1 billion times more ammo there, I think. So we're going to go down here and just save it there. So just in case I'm really in trouble, I can technically go back and undo it. But for our next episode, we're going to spend a large amount of goo, a lot of weapon parts. We're going to repair the flamethrower, and probably some other stuff that I'm forgetting right now. But before we head out, let's go find somebody fun to raid. Let me just check in chat. Panda was saying that Syke sounds like LeVar Burton. Okay, he's not. He's spending... No, he's sounding less like him. Okay. And also, Force dislikes the delivery and animations in these quasi-cutscenes. Yeah, when it goes full cutscene, you can see some production values. The less developed conversations feel very Mass Effect 1 to me, with two characters that are sort of like standing about 4 or 5 feet apart, just sort of generally animating at each other, if at all. It strikes me as being very perfunctory, and I'm okay with it, because I feel like the production value went to other places. But yeah, it doesn't. It's one of those things that you can see that if they had another like 6 or 9 months of development, they probably would have wanted to spruce those up. Still, every other part of the game is well done. So like the fact that the voice acting is kind of like, it's okay, it's fine. That doesn't bother me much, because I feel like the game makes up for that in other areas. So let's go and find somebody fun to raid, but we're going to see you actually in a very short time over at twitch.tv/morethanamia, where I hope that we will be playing some more Phasmophobia and checking out their recent big content update. We'll see you then very soon. Until next time, you guys, thank you so much, and I hope you have a great night.